It is. And
Bunch of iron, bunch of copper.
with that, we are once again live. Welcome back to another stream of Buddah and XioniX playing Icarus poorly. Tonight we are continuing our prospect. Forget what it's called.
We're
It's
doing stuff in the Riverlands.
we're doing scans in the Riverlands. Um, The house is a little bit of a mess. If you weren't here the last time we finished up, just because somebody, I'm not going to name any names,
No
lit
names
himself
will
on
be required.
fire and burned the house down.
Lots of fun.
I got out of the house just in time to die and to watch everything burn down to smoldering ashes. So just trying to refresh myself on what we have here. We have most of our basics.
We need epoxy.
Alright. Bunch of sulfur in there. So I can use, we have a fair amount of sulfur and tree sap, I think. It's really horrible to use that, and I know it. But we have the sticks. We guess we have some bone, but
I've been purposefully not touching bone, so.
yeah. I can do a bit of a mishmash here.
But if you can get me 8 epoxy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not a problem.
And we need some more steel ingots. So
Well,
8
if you
steel
can,
ingots and 8 epoxy.
if you can bring me some iron over here, I will make it. Well, I mean, I guess technically I can grab it. I don't need to sit and babysit this, but
I just put 18 on it.
okay, fair enough.
Damn.
Need a bit more than that. Apparently it takes time to crush bone. It's a good thing this is automated. Take that lily. Throw the fiber on there. Throw the bone on there. I pretty much have the resources for a fucking house in wood. Alright. Alright, let's do that. Max out our tree sap. Back to crafting a shit ton of items. Might as well go run down to the river and refill my water real quick. River's the other way.
I forgot where the water was.
Oh no. Yeah, I was going the right way. It's just, I'm red now. I didn't forget where the water was. I just doubted myself is all.
Whatever you say, but donut.
Yeah, even trying to... God damn it. Gave myself the runs.
And trying to.
I was just looking at my FPS counter, and even with my changes, I'm still running at about 50, 55. It's amazing how much OBS takes. I mean, don't get me wrong, I capped it at 60, but I really kind of expected it to stay a solid 60. I didn't think it would fluctuate that much. I need to put like a torch on top of the house, like a beacon of Yitar or whatever, you know. You know, like I do in Valheim.
Uh-huh.
I mean, to be fair, it looks pretty cool.
At least in this one, we don't really have to worry about fuel for it, unlike...
No, I think we still need to worry about fuel for torches.
Oh, that's right. They require sulfur.
Yeah, we just haven't really made very many because we generally have other uses for sulfur.
And the amount of times we've set our house on fire that way. I guess to be fair, it's only been once or twice, but still.
Yeah. Alright, so you have 50 epoxy and 12 steel on the bench for you to play with. Go ahead.
There's a recurve bow in there for you now.
Recurve. That's it.
Boop, boop, boop.
Grab a bit of bone.
Now let's go nap nap.
Okay. Oh, you weren't in bed. Right.
I was resetting the spawn point while I was thinking about it.
Gotcha. Okay. Alright. There's a bit of wood there. You.
It's up here somewhere, is all I remember.
Throw a bit of stone up there, so we have it there for repairing you.
Nope, I'm gonna drop that real quick.
I'll drop you. Pick up my brand new shiny recurve bow. So do you want another skinning bench or no?
No, we don't need another one. Skinning bench ultimately is just so you can get fur, and I don't think we're going to be using any more fur, so...
Not a tremendous amount, no. I guess the carpentry branch wouldn't be horrible. I don't think we care about... Well, cooking station might be fun, but I think I got my masonry. You don't need another textiles bench, do you?
No. Only thing we really get from that, anyways, if I remember correctly, is the ghillie suit. After that, it's not necessary anymore. Oh well, no, you have the early armor, so ghillie suit, fursuit, polar bear armor.
Alright,
But
well, I
since
guess we
we're
can
now,
just start saving up for the fabricator.
start making cans too, since those are 25 fucking iron a pop.
Yeah. We have sulfur. Some silica. There's some stone. Go ahead and consolidate some of this shit into a more reasonable configuration. Alright, so
You know, actually, there's an MMO coming out sometime in the future that really caught my eye, though. It's pretty much by the same people, well, some of the same people who are behind Legacy of Kain series. So, curious how they're gonna make that work, because it seems like they want to try to keep this. It's not gonna be the same world, but they want to keep the same vibe that was the Legacy of Kain series. So, as soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna bookmark you.
oxide. Some organic resin. Silica. Stone. And here's where I want my reed flowers.
At least some of them's there.
Don't even need that many reed flowers, honestly.
You mind opening up your map real quick?
What are you looking for?
Where was the cave entrance? I think I'm in the right area, but I
You
don't
need to go
remember.
across the river, and I just marked it.
Silica, sulfur.
Do need to go out and nab some silica for the concrete. Looks like a lot of the shit up to the river was already picked clean, though. Doesn't surprise me, though.
Yeah, we're usually thorough about the first or the initial area.
Alright. There's some silica.
Oh, that's right, because there's the fish in here that poison you.
Yeah, the bullshit fish. Put that away, lest I attract the wrath of Zeus.
Yeah, it's just a windstorm.
Is it, though?
Claims to be.
Sure looks like I might get a lightning bolt shoved up my ass.
Copper, titanium, iron, copper, coal, copper, gold. Titanium, copper, iron, platinum.
So how much of that cave did we clear out?
Not a lot.
So is there still pneumonia in there, or is that... No, there's no pneumonia. That's the thing about that cave, is it's...
I was gonna say, I'm not seeing any pneumonia.
Best cave ever.
There is plenty of stuff in here still to get.
Roger that. Here I am, living in a van down by the river. With life lessons to teach, so you don't end up living in a van down by the river. Never mind, I guess there really isn't that much silica up here. Kind of hoping there would be... Oh, there's some. Delicious silica. I used to ignore you.
Now
No,
you're important.
Now I can't find enough of you. Love my heavy aspect of the house.
Okay. So we might have cleared out a fair chunk then.
Well, I know we spent a good amount of time in there.
Well, it's just that now I'm starting to hit into the out of bounds message.
Oh, yeah. We kind of started at the back and started working our way forward there.
Okay, that's a smart idea.
Right, so there's some sulfur in here.
So out of curiosity, what are we prioritizing metal-wise? I mean, thus far I'm just doing gold and platinum. I got a little bit of aluminum, but I don't think we need too much more of that shit.
For the machining I need the electronics, so I need at least 30 gold for the fabricator, but I don't think the drill actually takes electronics, so I might have enough gold I just need organic resin and epoxy. So I need a fair amount more epoxy. Let's see. And then for the fabricator itself, so I need to make 8 carbon fiber paste, 30 concrete. I think we have the 40 aluminum ingots. No, we do not. I need aluminum. I desperately need aluminum.
How much?
Is it 1-to-1?
Yes.
31.
Aluminum's the only one that's 1-to-1. Okay, so I got your aluminum covered then because I'm coming out with 55.
Alright.
So I'm coming out with 55 aluminum and 118 gold ore.
Oh, okay. I need carbon paste too. That takes aluminum. So I think you still got me covered.
Okay.
But
yeah, like I said, because of last time, I overemphasized aluminum, and while we need a good chunk early on, the fact that it's 1-to-1 is you only need about a stack or two, and then you're just done.
yeah, I think you have enough aluminum still, though.
Oh, there's at least 1 or 2 more nodes.
Well, the thing is, though, is if we can get, so if we can get the fabricator and the drill, then we can go out on a magical journey and get ourselves 200 fucking exotics.
Supposedly.
My understanding is that those veins give you 200 exotics. And if we can get one of those veins every mission, at least every mission that takes at least a week,
No.
I don't think I would worry about all this nonsense if we had a shorter mission. Like, you know, one of those 24-hour missions or whatever.
The thing is, too, is we're still fleshing out certain ideas and whatnot when what we're building, how we're building and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like the fact that, you know, stick with this, or a slightly smaller wood house to begin with and slowly upgrade it to stone so you can set it on fire on the inside.
Well, and to be fair, I set it on fire as I was finishing the upgrade.
Yeah.
The mistake I made was I didn't turn off the main fire pit in the middle of the house. And I really fucking should have. But honestly, nothing like that had ever happened to me before, so I didn't even think about it. And, like, I lit myself on fire. I didn't realize I was on fire. And I just kept building out the roof of the house. And by the time I realized something was wrong, I had lit, 3 squares on fire and depleted half of my health.
Yeah.
And so I tried to make a fire whacker, and I ran out of the house, and I got out of the house, and I was already too far gone. I killed myself just outside the house because of DOT with the fire. I spent a fair amount of time analyzing that video.
Yeah.
And
I was just
learning from my stupidity.
You could have had a fair amount of fun telling that story. So I made myself a fire whacker, ran outside. Apparently I couldn't whack myself off, so I had to take the burn. This is why you use lube.
Life lesson. Well, cheaper wood stone hybrid houses aren't a great idea. As I run into our wood stone hybrid house.
Mm-hmm. What is... Okay, am I the... Whoopsie. Am I the only one that has trouble with this white on green shit, trying to figure out the ratios and whatnot? Like, when it's white on red, I could see the numbers perfectly, but when it's white on green, it's like, I think that's 2?
Honestly, I see the white on green okay.
it's a me issue, it's a me issue then.
Yeah. And you must be a different level of colorblind than me.
I have to like screw, or I have to lean in and whatnot so I could take a look at it.
Roger that.
I'm just blind.
It's entirely possible. Alright, so I need...
Guess I'll wait till all that's done.
So I need 8 carbon paste. I need 16 epoxy. No. Just want to get the carbon paste cooking real quick.
What are you planning on doing?
Well, I need 8 carbon paste to make 8 carbon fiber.
No, I get that. I'm just saying, in general, what's your plan? You're gonna stick around here and find some more silica, or what?
I already found a bunch of silica. So I think I have the silica down.
Oh, can you actually build me a couple of ramps?
There are 2 ramps in this box you can have. I'll go ahead and split it up for you. But this one, right here. There's a campfire in there too. So I need 16 epoxy for this. Probably need to go cut down a tree. Okay, that is a thunderstorm.
Yes, it is. An angry one.
Please, Odin's son, I have been good. Don't strike me with lightning. Or send the angry bear on the hill down to fuck my shit up.
Along with his 3 wild boar friends.
It's kind of hard to fight a bear and 3 wild boars. Whoa!
Yeah, no. This thing is a furious one. You think animals would be a little more skittish about a thunderstorm? Or is that just me?
Well, I mean, bears don't give a fuck, dude.
Yeah, they'll bear paw that shit. Thunder.
Fuck you, I take thunder and I use it to make cooked honey and shit. Like, it's just... I don't want to be outside anymore. There are a couple of puffs of smoke that make me think I got real goddamn close to getting zapped in the ass. Max out the various things using fire for fuel.
And a cheat in their game. Killed a buffalo, skinned it, and then this wild boar came into pretty much the rib cage of the buffalo, so I couldn't attack the wild boar directly. I had to move around a bit to be able to actually hurt the wild boar.
Gotcha. This 30 concrete. Maybe over the machining bench.
Yeah, fair amount of oxide, fair amount of wheat still.
Hey Zane, welcome back. Someone's staying up late tonight.
Mm-hmm. Sleep is for short people.
Short people?
Yeah, don't you know if you don't sleep well, you stunt your growth? Or at least that's what my parents kept telling me as a kid.
Huh.
Just me, I guess, huh?
Must be. I don't remember that shit. For me, it was always, turn off that goddamn TV. I need to go to bed.
See, the one that I always loved is growing up, no matter what system we have, it was always, turn off that Nintendo.
Yeah. You know,
I mean,
Nintendo actually invented the word console to fix that problem.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
Before the Nintendo Entertainment System came out, there was no word for console. There was no word for it. It was just, you know, each system had its own name, but Nintendo became so popular that it became synonymous with console. So Nintendo created the word console to describe what we now think of as consoles. So everyone would just call, turn off that Nintendo. Like, no, it's an Atari. You know,
Well, for me, I figured it wasn't going to be defined until, like, it became Nintendo and Sega. Like, it was around that time I figured console was started to be used, but I honestly don't think I started using console until PlayStation and Xbox was the thing. That's when, you know, the console wars and shit like that. So I just made you a platinum pickaxe. It's on the machining bench.
Oh, very nice, very nice. I'm half tempted to repair my steel one, but maybe it's not worth it.
I just put my steel one on the anvil in case for later. I don't know if you want to just destroy them and use the parts, or it's like, you know what?
If we need the steel, maybe, but for now, I don't see a compelling reason. And if you want to make a platinum axe, I wouldn't be sad either, but...
We don't have enough platinum for that. I just prioritize the pickaxe.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing.
But yeah, no, it's one of the things I was just a little more paranoid about is, okay, if he decides he wants to go mining, I mean, if I meet him in transit, I could always throw him my pickaxe, but
Yeah.
nice that. We might as well have 2 platinum pickaxes.
Yeah.
So take a look at this, the concrete furnace, if you wouldn't mind. It should be prioritizing the gold right now.
It is. It's chewing on gold at the moment.
Do you think that's going to be enough gold for your needs, or do I still want to try to prioritize gold?
That should be enough gold and aluminum for what I need.
Okay.
And I believe I have enough copper for what I need. So, yeah, it's... No, I don't.
Like I say, if you don't have enough, or if you have enough copper, that literally leaves pretty much iron.
No, I do not have enough copper. I need more copper. Where are you?
Most of the way there.
I don't think there's any more copper in there, but if
There
you
is, there's
divert to
plenty.
here... Oh, okay.
There is plenty. I think I went past like 7, 8 nodes.
Alright.
So if you wanted, I could probably fill up my entire inventory with nothing but copper.
Yeah, I don't have enough copper to make all the electronics I need. So I made 30. I need 30 electronics, which means I need 90 copper. And right now I have. Oh, I have 100 copper. Alright, never mind. I do have enough copper, but that's going to murder all of our copper. So, copper isn't a super priority, but you should probably get some more copper. Um,
Well, it's like I was saying last time. When I went in, the priorities I had was gold, aluminum, and platinum.
okay.
So go in, try to get a bit more platinum.
Yeah, we don't really need. I think that's enough gold for our purposes. Um, so we should be fine there. Alright. Pop this carbon paste into the oven. Might still be prioritizing gold, but it should be finishing up with the gold. Yeah, it'll finish up the gold here in a second. Then it should switch over to carbon paste. But, I don't know, it's not, I'm not like in a super big hurry. You have the aluminum in there. It's going to be chewing on the aluminum. I might pull the platinum out to make sure it doesn't do platinum.
I think platinum's low priority, so you should be safe.
Yeah,
Okay, dear, you're just asking to die at that point.
uh,
Thing was came up and was sniffing my hand. It's like, seriously?
let's grab this organic resin. Move you over to the machining bench. I need you. So for the epoxy, I need 60 epoxy. Alright, let's turn the rest of this into sticks. Grab the epoxy.
So do buildings, well, do floors need support, or can I just like slam them into walls?
You can slam them into walls. Alright, don't need any epoxy there. Let's go ahead and put epoxy here. Max out my tree sap. Take the aluminum back. Grab this. Oh no, spoiled meat needs to stay on the working bench. That's where it belongs. Alright. So it is chewing on the aluminum. That's good. Take out the 8 carbon fiber. So now we just need aluminum and electronics. And electronics. We need gold and copper. 30 gold and 90 copper. Go ahead and grab that. Grab the 30 gold. Alright. Show me 30 electronics. just waiting on the aluminum. It should just be a couple more minutes. I'm at 25. I forget what the recipe for the drill is. So I can't really work on that. And, oh, cut down a tree for some more wood real quick. Since we don't actually have a surplus of wood anymore.
No, there's still plenty of trees around.
Oh, I know. But I gotta give this game credit. Unlike with Terraria, you never really run out of a reason to cut wood.
That is true.
You always need stone. You always need wood. Okay, maybe not in the same quantities, but you know,
There's
the need
almost
never
always the need.
truly goes away. And unlike Valheim, when I drop a tree on my ass, I don't die. So that's always nice. It's the, you know, hard head and all that. Giggity.
Thank God for space helmets.
Which keep the trees off, but not the oxygen.
I don't think the game likes it that I'm trying to build a bridge to the cave. All
keep
of a
being
sudden,
attacked.
wolves, yeah, wolves and pigs are coming out of nowhere.
You know, have you ever read The Bridge to Terabithia?
No.
Yeah, one of the main characters dies because of that shit. But it's not a bridge, it's actually a rope.
It's a rope?
Yeah. They had a bridge, but the only true way to make it to Terabithia was to swing there on the rope. And the main female character goes to Terabithia during a rainstorm. Spoiler alert. She uses the rope. Rope breaks. She falls in the river and dies. And she kind of deserved to die because of her own stupidity. You know.
Usually how it works.
I don't blame the character's motivations for running to Terabithia, but I do question her methods for getting there.
Oh.
We have tons of copper nails. Never mind. I don't need that. Grab a copper nails. One second. Need some rope and some leather. We're not super strapped for leather anymore.
Do. Great. Now I get to see if what I've been doing is just an absolute waste of time.
Clearly.
Well, there's a weather event happening, and the floors that I built, they ain't got no protections.
Oh, and you don't have my plus star shit.
Nope.
I'm sorry. Yeah, your bridge is gonna go away. I apologize. It's not my fault, but I still apologize. Boom! Fabricator! Ah, fabricator. Oh, okay. So the extractor needs 5 electronics and 20 iron ingot. So I do need more copper.
Okay, so this idea wasn't gonna work out, unfortunately.
3 times 5. Oh. Maybe.
This is why.
Wait. Where did I... Okay, game. What the fuck?
Hmm.
I grabbed the copper, and then the copper went away. Must have dropped it on something, or...
Gonna say, you sure you don't want to check the machining bench again? Remember what happened last time?
Yeah, I landed on the machining bench. There's only 2 copper on the machining bench, so that's not... But the thing is I lost... I might need another set of eyes. Maybe I threw it on the ground, but... I don't think I did. What the hell happened? I mean, the 5 gold isn't a big deal. But the copper kind of is. I had 15 fucking copper. Oh, never mind. I'm an idiot. I have 5 electronics. I'm a Friday. Ignore me.
It's adorable watching XioniX problem solve.
Alright, I'm gonna make a refill. Oh god, your stream looks like garbage. I'm gonna stare at the fire. Be right back.
Pretty fire. Titanium, titanium. So there's a fair amount of titanium.
All right. Well, we do have our drill, so we can. Oh wait, no, we need the biofuel cans. That's right.
Yep.
And we needed. Fuck, how many did we need?
8.
Did we actually make any yet?
No. Well, I haven't. I don't know if you have.
I don't know. In all honesty, any biofuel can we made probably burned up in the Great Fire of XioniX 92.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna assume we don't have any biofuel cans.
I went through all the boxes. I didn't see any, so...
So we do need iron then. We need a shit ton of iron.
Yeah. Right now I'm doing copper and iron since those seem to be the... Well, I did find the last remaining platinum, or what I believe to be the last remaining platinum.
Alright, so I need that biofuel composter. It's 20 iron ingot, 8 copper, 12 concrete. We're out of copper. But I can make the 12 concrete.
Wow.
Okay, so that gives us... It gives us... So I can make 4 cans without fucking with anything. Plus 20. The 12 concrete is coming. So I guess I just need to wait for you to get home. Okay, drop in the 12 concrete. Are you coming home?
Yep, I'm coming home. I'm at weight capacity or near enough to it. It's dark.
Alright, I got a few minutes until you get here, so I'm gonna go cut some night trees. Since we need a bunch of twigs for our, So we need more copper than we need iron. So I don't know what the regular stove prioritizes. Probably iron.
Yeah, I think it's iron.
So I would say throw in the copper first. Or maybe select the copper recipe.
I don't know how to select a recipe. It just auto Anytime I want to prioritize something, I take everything else out except for the thing I want to prioritize.
Alright, then just throw in some copper and then throw
I'll
the
put
rest of the
the
iron.
Yeah, I'll put the rest of the iron onto the stone bench since it's right there. Oh, way too far to the right.
Yeah, I'm not too far from the house.
Actually, what am I doing? So instead of using my waypoint, I was figuring I can just sort of kind of blind run because I know ultimately where I'm going anyways. Or at least the general vicinity of where I'm going. It's like, you know what? No. Blue waypoint is home. Red waypoint is
Well, and I don't know how
mine.
much more we're going to want to go to that mine specifically. I'm sure there's still goodies to be had, but at the
We're
same
down
point,
to the fact that there's copper and iron. I mean, there's titanium, which, I mean, I guess we're now at the point where we can start using titanium equipment, in which case I might be able to make a titanium axe, but...
yeah, the titanium axe is the only thing I could think of that'd be worth making. And once we... Oh, and obviously guns. But we need iron for guns.
Yeah,
So...
lots of iron.
Because we need... I think we need steel for guns, too.
I'd have to look at the recipe, but yeah, I believe it's steel and iron, and we need
Oh,
iron if for
you're
nothing
here.
else for ammo.
Oh, no, that's a deer. I'm like, oh, hey, there's Buddah.
Actually, I am here, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I was chasing the wrong thing. Time to go to bed so the stream can actually see what the fuck we're doing. Oh.
I was gonna
Wait.
say, well, if you come to me, we could speed this up a bit. I got a sprain for the next 30 some odd seconds.
Oh, you jumped off a cliff.
I was hoping I could climb down properly.
Just throw the copper at me. Oh, oh. Apparently
I
I'm
dropped
full.
250. Oh, and dropped the 19 again or what have you.
It's fine. I'll get there same time as you. Oh, never mind.
I needed just one more platinum.
Just one?
One more, because I believe it's 5 platinum ingots to make. Yeah, it's 5. So, we're at 24.
Alright. Bed.
Carbon fiber, too.
What do you need carbon fiber for?
To make a titanium pickaxe, I need, well, if it's 2, I need 8 carbon fibers, 16 screws, which we're going to be fine with, and 8 epoxy. But I think you already have the epoxy, so. Yeah, no, if you can make a spare 8.
I mean... Alright, I have the
Yeah.
copper I need. You can put in the iron.
Well,
Sure. This sounds like a perfect spot for our composter.
You got spare wood, or have you just been using it as you've been getting them?
How much wood do you need?
One or two.
Yeah. Drop. We have grab 100 tree sap so we can get this process going. So it's 100 tree sap per 100 fuel, and I think you need 200 twigs.
Huh?
I'm trying to calculate how many twigs I need. I need 800 twigs, and I have,
In total.
and I need yeah, I need a bunch of sap. All right. So max, bunch of sticks. Max, bunch of tree sap. Give another match, bunch of tree sap. Give another max, bunch of sticks. I feel like the sticks are going. So it's 5 sticks per one. So you should still need 200. Oh no. Damn it.
Math hard again?
Yeah, you need 500 sticks. And so you get 10 sticks for 100. Okay, that's right. So you need 500 sticks per fuel can. But you need 100 tree sap per fuel can. It's easier to just throw in wood, but it's more efficient to use sticks.
I was gonna say, I mean, it's not that hard, especially with the. Well, you have the ability, and I don't know if you made the carpentry bench to
I
get a
have
bunch of
not
sticks
made
that
the
way.
carpentry bench. I can make the carpentry bench if you want it.
Right
But
now, I have no opinion on that.
that was the wisdom from Brain and Ray. That sticks is the
Mm,
best thing to use here.
I remember.
Uh, tree sap. And 500 more sticks. Load in another 500 sticks. Alright, and need to make another buttload of sticks.
Never have too many sticks.
No, you can't. Especially at 500 sticks a pop. Alright, so that should be enough sticks and tree sap to fill up the 4 cans that are in there.
So I just need to prioritize iron and titanium, I guess.
Well, yeah. Because we need more iron for guns. I need more iron for fuel cans.
I was gonna say.
Because I have 4 fuel cans. I can use another 100 iron to make 4 more fuel cans. That should... I don't know if we need 8. I thought we only need... We might only need 7, but we might need make 8 just to be sure.
I was gonna say I think the 8 was more because it sounds like A, there's variability, and B, I think it's just to be safe on that variability line.
But I
Of course, to
can
be
make
fair,
you some more.
we could actually probably get away with just using 5. We just have to bring the composter with us.
Well, that and the fuel to, or the shit to refuel it.
Yeah, but what's required? Tree sap and sticks, right?
Yeah, basically.
There might be a better route to go is...
Wood is denser, but I know we need epoxy for guns, so I'm gonna get us a bit more epoxy. I don't know if we need organic resin or not. I don't think we do. But yeah, we would need to take 400 tree sap and we need 2,000 sticks to just go with 4 cans. I'm not saying we can't do that. I'm just,
We might want 5 cans because it looks like those cans fill up very slowly.
They do. That's 200 more tree sap coming. Give 300 more tree sap. Yeah, but filling up the fuel thing is it takes a fucking minute.
Well, that's why I'm thinking more 5 than 4. Because we'll have 5 fully prepped, and then we're not going to have a perfect exchange rate, so some of the fuel cans will have just a little bit of fuel left into them.
Well, no, because if we have 4 cans, well, I guess you're right. I bet say we can wait till the can is empty. We don't have to drop the can right away.
No, but you try to drop it as close to the end as possible.
Yeah, that's true.
So I would say let's make 5 and then bring the composter like you said. Wood is better just because if nothing else, we can collect it there on the way and then we could turn that shit into sticks and then just start up the composter.
Yeah. We got 1 can full, working on the 2nd can. I'm currently stockpiling resin at the moment. Or, sorry, tree sap.
Oh.
Just need a bit more wood for tree sap. So we can at least get the tree sap squared away. Then we only have to worry about wood while we're up there.
Yeah.
And honestly, 400 wood would work just as good as 2,000 sticks. It's heavier, not as efficient, but it's probably easier to just get 400 wood and throw it in there for the sake of space.
Well, the big question is do you think the place where the exotics are at is going to be in the Arctic?
It's not.
All right.
I have it up on the map. It's forest.
So I would go up with, say, a stack of 100 wood, just so that we can, be ready. I don't know if we're gonna build a house there. I mean,
we probably ought to, in case there's a stone. Plus, I have everything I need for a house. And where the exotics are is right next to another one of those mines that doesn't have pneumonia.
Good times.
So, like, that's like super house, dude. Like that. Alright, so we got.
I guess that's actually the other big problem, though, is if you start thinking about it that way, we go with a house, and then bring in the composter, then requires an additional trip.
I mean, if we both load up.
Well, you have to remember, one of us has to drop the backpack because the drill is, on your back.
That is true.
Shit me. Or not? What? Apparently pumpkins are heavy.
Yeah. Have you ever carried a fucking pumpkin?
I have. I just didn't think they were going to be that heavy. So I was like, you know what? I want some pumpkins that I can come back and cook with. So then I can have more stamina and what have you. But I was so close to my weight threshold that picking up 2 pumpkins was like, nope, you're breaking the limit.
Yeah, pumpkins are fucking heavy. Alright, so that's 400 fucking tree sap. Let's make some backup tree sap just for fun and profit. Repair my stone axe.
So I brought back over 200 iron ore.
That's good. So the cans are filling up slowly but surely, but the cans are filling up. If you want to do 5 cans, that's not a problem. I can make a 5th can and put what we need in there.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What?
I tried to split a stack of iron, and it fell off the bench. Tried to run away from me and go under the house. Alright, so you want to go 5 cans? Well, how heavy is the composter?
Go to the workbench that makes it and look at it there. Should give you a weight. Or actually just check the tech tree, I believe.
It doesn't say on the... Didn't say there. Biofuel composter. Doesn't say on the tech tree either. I have no idea how heavy this fucker is. It's made on the machining bench. Can grab 100 resin and make a bunch of sticks. I mean, 7 biofuel cans might be enough.
Well, we have all the shit for it. The only reason why we would do, like, the primary reason why we do 5 or 6 is just so we can refill 1 or 2. It's not that we're saving supplies, it's more that we're trying to save time.
Alright, let's, I'll take a quick second here. Biofuel cans. Exotic vein. Requires 5+ biofuel cans. You need at least 6 biofuel cans to power the drill. Can sometimes require more than 7 cans to fully mine the vein. Well, that's for payday extraction. And you can make multiple extractors to speed things up as well.
That is true, but that means we're both going. Well, to be fair, backpacks aren't going to really help because everything we're going to be carrying is going to be weighty anyway. So if we're really going to be 5 kilograms difference.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's probably more efficient to make. Yeah. I have the epoxy. We have the composter. We just need to bring fuel.
Yep.
Sticks aren't that heavy. That was a little fit there. Thanks, game. I mean, we still haven't grabbed our scanner from the box.
No.
But I think before we start doing scanning, we kind of want guns.
Honestly, I don't even think guns are necessary on this one. The only time guns are uber well, actually,
We get attacked by a couple of bears, you're gonna want a gun.
No, I was just thinking that where it's like, well, it's not particularly the bear aspect, it's the fact that the bears are probably going to be like level 100.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, need is a strong word, but I feel like, I mean, we're looking at 5 scanning points. I mean, obviously, you know, we probably don't need the gun for
exotics.
Yeah, for the exotic mining, that shouldn't trigger anything, but it is going to take time. So looking at it, we have. All right, so I'll grab some fiber since I have plenty of fiber kicking around. Make 4 floors. Make a door. What's up, brain?
Yo yo.
Oh, no, I got it wrong.
Of course you did.
Oh, it's oh. What? No, what the hell? Oh, there is no L.
Special XioniX.
There it is. Got it. All right. I subbed. I should have it. Oh shit, there's another patch?
Good times.
There's always another
What does it
patch.
change?
Does it make gold or electronics easier to craft? Because that would totally be par for the course for us.
Maybe it's the patch that'll let you reset your level.
Oh my god, that'd be so nice. You know, I used to be against the idea of using exotics to reset your skill points, but now I'm all like, you know what? That wouldn't actually be too bad.
I have to think, once you're looking at some of that top tier shit, though, it's like 1,000 to research and 200 to make, so
Well,
you're
yeah,
still gonna need a lot.
you are, but at the same time, it's like, still, we have you know, now that we can do this extractor shit, we can get like 200 plus exotics per mission. You know,
Yeah.
it gets pretty fucking crazy real fast. You know. That is 2 cans full. Go ahead and throw it on the... Yeah. I'll throw it in the bench where I have the house, since we're gonna have to... That's where our shit is that we need to grab for this particular expedition. Alright.
God damn it.
And, another biofuel can. Let's drop the iron back off. Okay, well that is 6 cans going now. That should be full eventually.
Gonna say that's the big issue, is seems like it takes, what, a good 20 minutes almost
Yeah,
to
it
fill
takes
up?
a healthy amount of time to fill up one of these biofuel cans. It really does. But honestly, I do kind of like the idea of I do kind of like the idea of making the biofuel cans and not hauling the composter up there with us.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm just gonna make 2 more biofuel cans. So
If
what
you want the
do...
guns, we need, oh wow, we need 80 steel ingots.
Alright. I'm gonna have to go get us some more iron then.
Well, that's partially what I'm doing right now.
Right. Well, this shit's on autopilot. I'm gonna head out to one of these other,
Are we doing good on coal, or do I need to grab more coal too?
I think we're okay on coal. So right now the plan is 8, If I remember, that's what the general consensus was, is you need 8 cans to fully mine an exotic vein.
Well, to be safely able to do it.
Yeah. So we have 87 coal, and I think it's just 1 coal per steel. Yeah. So I think we should have enough coal. You said 80 or 60?
80. We need 80 for 2 rifles.
All right,
And
we
that's
have...
obviously not including all the ammo.
All right. Well, the ammo takes sulfur and
Gunpowder and regular iron ingots where
well,
we
and
need 80
gunpowder is just
steel.
sulfur and charcoal. We're doing... We have... You don't need coal, you just need charcoal. So we have... Gunpowder shouldn't be the problem. But... So I don't think we necessarily need more coal. What you've mined probably isn't hurting anything, but...
Well, right now, since you said not to, I'm going just straight for iron.
I'm about to say, since I said not to, you're gonna go ahead and do it anyways.
Of course, I just did find another node of platinum that I'm tempted to chew into.
Looks like we just need to focus on iron at the moment. I got a cave nearby I'm gonna hit up. Then just mine the shit out of some iron. But we got a house set up. Probably ought to bring one of our boxes with us too. Just so we have a place to store. Oh.
No, I'm coming back with 260 iron.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's a fair criticism. See, I can probably make that a bit bigger.
Well, the problem is with this particular game, right now it's more, I think, my bandwidth issue. So having me be a bit of a smaller window, because I look all pixelated to shit.
No, it's the Discord icons. Honestly, I just bumped it up a bit so they're a bit bigger. How does that look, Brain?
XioniX is watching you.
Yeah, no, making the icons bigger, that's not a problem. I can do that shit on the fly. That's not an issue at all. It's like, you know, the chat in the bottom right corner, I can make that bigger too, or I'll just kind of have it set up. Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm always open to suggestions to make the stream better.
You know, I have to admit, that's one of those little areas that I would think you want smaller icons. I mean, I guess, you know, maybe you really like the icons, or you want to make sure you know who's talking, so you have the light up happening. But it's like, you know, we have a window or a screen, and there's limited real estate, so seeing that pop up, I don't know.
So the light up is automatic. That's just part of the Discord overlay.
Oh no, and I get that. I'm just trying to figure out, you know, I mean, please, if you would, Brian, why you would want it larger? Because, like I said, limited real estate. I mean, you want to see it. You want to see who's talking, who's involved in jazz like that. But I figured smaller would be better for the most part. Personal take.
Whoop. Man, jumping over those poison bolts actually is really nice.
I think I've ever successfully done that.
Oh yeah, no,
they
that's
explode and then, oh
no,
I got hit by the spray. I end up running back and forth all the damn time.
Yeah, no, that was I think it was Ray who gave us that suggestion last time. It might have been Braden. One of you guys told us to jump over the poison blasts, and I've never gone back.
I must have missed that suggestion. We'll keep in mind though. Yeah, I was
okay. That was unfortunate.
Dude, when you're that close, just stab it.
Yeah, no, that was dumb. I should have just stabbed it. Fucker showed up over my goddamn shoulder.
What are you doing in my cave? Aw, man.
Boom, motherfucker. Cave water.
Still gives you diarrhea, which irritates me. You think there would be at least like one, somewhat set. Hey, this is safe water.
Yeah, I probably should switch over to stabbing worms. I don't know what. I'm kind of... I have an unhealthy fixation on the bow, if I'm being perfectly honest. The iron. Ah, yes, delicious iron. So, just to bring you up to speed, Brain, we're prepping to go after the exotic vein in this map. We're also working on making guns at the moment, since we have to wait for the fuel to fill up.
Yeah, we talked about starting the fuel earlier, but I guess we kind of forgot. Or we thought it
We
was gonna
kind of
not
burned
be
the
that
house
slow.
down, is what we kind of did.
Yeah, but
I mean, burning down the house is really, that really set us back a minute.
it does put a cramp in our style.
I mean, that burning down the house set us back a solid hour at least.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, crap. Yeah. I don't care about stone.
Actually, that's actually another thing we should probably look up is how long it actually like real world time does it take to fill up one of those stupid cans.
Yep. You're all good, man. Appreciate a lurk.
Personally, when it comes to it, I mean, if they're next to me, I go stabby mode. Whoa. Stay away from the bear.
Damn bears.
But of course, to be fair, I actually do have the like plus 20% to bow damage, so I actually have a decent chance to one shot them.
Well, and honestly, I've never tried to melee a worm before, so I don't know how effective it'll be.
It's quite effective, especially if you use, say, the iron knife. The thing I always run into is, well, brim shot, is I'm not sure how quickly I would close the distance. So, like, if they're there, then yeah, I'll run up and just start stabbing. But if they pop up a little more in the distance, it's like, yeah, I'll just play with the bow because I can two-shot them.
Yeah.
Well, now with flint arrows, I could probably one-shot them again, but I still have a sneaking suspicion that worms kind of sort of scale.
Come on, iron. You are a cruel temptress, iron node. There we go. Right. Yeah. No, that's the worst thing though, is like discovering those caves that don't give you any pneumonia.
Mm-hmm.
Like after that, it's like I don't even want to go into other caves anymore. It's like normal caves suck.
Yep. Of course, I'm still a little curious about the mechanics of the dehumidifier, though, because there was once or twice where I think I put the dehumidifier pretty much at the entrance of the cave, and the next thing I knew, there was no pneumonia threat in the entirety of the cave.
Yeah.
But that didn't work in all caves, so don't know how the rules work.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. All I know is the dehumidifier is really nice to have.
Just fucking heavy along with the stupid charcoal.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the charcoal's not too awful bad, but I think the dehumidifier is like 40 kilograms, isn't it?
It might be. The thing that I always run into is I'm stupid and I grab an entire stack of 500
Charcoal.
charcoal, which
Yeah,
yeah, which
that's
is that's
probably a good
heavy.
20, 30 kilograms itself.
Actually, I think it's
Charcoal is
probably
not like super light.
nope.
So I just hit up a regular old-fashioned cave, but it had a good chunk of iron in it, so I think that'll be good for us. It might be enough iron for us. I'm not sure.
Well,
I don't
like I
think you
said,
need
I
to go all the
dropped
way
off
back to the super
260.
cave to
I'm
get
already
iron.
there.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm not just gonna get iron this time. You're
But
getting
that's
iron.
I know how you feel about the super cave.
This time I'm gonna be just tapping out what I can find titanium and platinum wise.
Gotcha.
I think I've got most of it, but
Titanium. Oh, that's titanium. Alright, well, not enough resources in there to justify leaving that thing on. Destroy you. Alright, well, I'm gonna let this iron smelt. I'm gonna go ahead and make a refill and take a leak, your primary.
Roger, Roger. Now I kind of want to listen to Diggy Diggy Hole again. I does not reach this low. Dig, dig, dig the mine. Okay.
You know, the Wind Rose version, the metal version,
Yeah.
um, that's probably a no-go, but I bet we could play the animated version.
I doubt it. But if you want to give it a go, I'm not going to stop you.
I mean, the worst YouTube's gonna do is demonetize me. I mean,
Oh,
you won't be able to
no.
hear it since I can't play it over Discord, but... Another tree sap there. Those cans are full. That gives us 4 full cans, 2 cans filling up. Alright. Go ahead and grab the rest of the tree sap and throw it in.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Alright. Yeah, I'm not sure, like, I think so let's see, that's
Think the what?
1, 2, 6. Well, because like the animated version was it was made for streamers. Like
Oh.
it was a couple of streamers that started it off with the Dicky Dicky Hole.
No, and I get that. The problem is, though, is now you got people, it's like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna hire this one thing to help, protect me or whatever on YouTube. Then all of a sudden, even certain things that probably were meant to be free are now all of a sudden have somebody looking over and going, hey, 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 you're not allowed to use this song. We're gonna get angry.
Aye, aye, aye. Um, yeah, and you might be right on that one. It would be a bit of a gamble. Well, not even really though, just because like the worst that's gonna happen is YouTube is gonna demonetize my video that's get 3 fucking views, you know?
Well, and that's where I just keep thinking back to, I forget who I was listening to, but that's what he was saying, where it's like, you know what, you want to be able to get away with shit on YouTube?
Mm.
It's simple. Just don't try to monetize any of your videos. You do that, then everything's gonna be solid.
Yeah, well, it's when you play like a copyrighted song or whatever on a YouTube video, whoever owns the copyright, they get to monetize.
Yeah.
All right, so all the fuel we need, and so we have 8 cans, and we have enough fuel to fill up the 8 cans. So that's just chewing along. That'll be done eventually. How much steel did you say you needed?
80. 80.
We still need a bit more, quite a bit more iron then. I mean, don't get me wrong, we have quite a bit more iron that's still being smelted. Well, no, it's the same to smelt iron ore as it is to smelt iron ingots. So we don't actually have to.
Well, you can take the iron ingots, well, the iron ore, and turn that into the steel blooms.
Yeah,
So you
I don't
can do
need
that
to
right
smelt
now.
it. There's no loss of efficiency there. That's
Yeah.
what I was getting at was, I
So
can.
that's what. Yeah, I would just process it now, because if I remember right, it's either 4 iron ingots or 2. Well, it's 2 iron ingots or 4 iron ore, which is
It's
equivalent.
3 ingots or 6 ore. So you're right. It is fucking equivalent.
But I'm coming back with. Oh, not too much. I'm coming back with 77. But I'm coming back with 78 platinum and 111 titanium, so
Gotcha.
after you told me I didn't have to worry about iron, I was focusing on the higher metals.
Yeah. Well, I am working on getting your 80 steel. Looks like we are still gonna need iron. So let me see what I got out of this. Go ahead and deactivate you. That's 21. That's an even number. Pull in all the iron ore. Head over here. So
And I did it again.
oh. So I turned off the furnace for now since it's not working on anything. But the concrete furnace is currently chewing on steel. I should be able to keep that going for a minute. Ingot. It's kind of strange having this much extra gold after the abomination that was the payday extraction mission.
Yeah. Well, they did cut the recipe in half, I believe.
They did. The recipe for both the thing you need to make composites and the
Electronics.
and the fabricator. So it's like the materials combiner got cut in half, which was like 80 electronics, and then the fabricator got cut in half, which was like 60 electronics. So like that made making those things way easier. Like it was ridiculous how much cheaper those things got.
Okay.
What's up? More steel there. One steel there.
Apparently I overshot the house without seeing the house. Maybe uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man.
There we go. So, you got enough for the steel that you wanted, right? Or what?
I will let you know in a minute and a half.
You didn't count up? Do you want me to just
I've
put
been
my iron ore in there?
I've been piecemealing it, dude.
You
Yeah, go ahead and just throw your iron ore in there. That's fine.
okay? So you got. Well, when I put it in, you were at about 119.
It's
Guess I'll
yeah.
guess I'll
It's
put
alright.
the titanium and platinum on the fabricator.
Well, you can put them in the furnace.
Well, I don't know.
It prioritizes steel.
Okay.
But I ran out of steel. There's no more steel getting chewed on right now. So that's fine. It can go in there. Yeah, it shouldn't hurt anything.
Gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure steel is like top priority for the oven.
Well, it's whatever cooks fastest. No, because that's not the. Because, well, at least when it comes to smelting, maybe it's whatever cooks fastest. But when it comes to cooking, it always focuses on raw meat first and not even raw prime meat or whatever. It's
Yeah,
just raw meat. So stupid.
Alright, well. I wouldn't do that. I guess it didn't hurt anything to do it like that. Let's go ahead and move those around. So for the sake of alright, so it's chewing on titanium. It should switch over to steel after this, unless I'm up in the fucking night here.
It probably, well, like, it's going to finish off its current recipe,
Yeah,
but
no,
yeah,
that's what I'm checking, is to make sure it finishes off and then switches over to steel. I think it'll go back to steel bloom here as soon as this titanium ingot is done. I think.
we assume, we suppose.
No.
No.
Deactivate, activate. No, deactivate,
Oh,
activate.
sorry.
So now it's chewing on steel.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm going to put the titanium back on, well, the titanium and platinum back
yeah,
on the
that's fine. I
and
can sit there. So I have 40, 60, 73. Alright, so
yeah, we're going to
I
need a
need
lot more iron
another
then.
7. Let's do 10 for good measure. I can make 14. I have 14 I have 14 coal left. So I'll go ahead and make 14 steel. That should be enough steel for the guns, plus some extras for incidentals.
Repairs and what have you. But the thing is we still need more iron for bullets.
Alright, well, that's fine. Because you got 151 iron getting cooked right now. So even my overkill on steel, which I can cut off if I need to. I have enough steel now, so I'll just go ahead and cut that off. And I'll put this iron ore.
Now that's one rifle made.
All right, so
And remember, let me be the one to make the
I
rifle
know
rounds.
you have to make the gun. You have to make the right.
Well, no, the
Weapons are
rounds.
yours. Weapons are yours.
I was more just saying the rounds. Oh. Okay, good. Mild heart attack.
How much gunpowder do you need? Because I can make more gunpowder. I don't think I've made any gunpowder.
In a sense, 1-to-1 with our steel ingots, but try to do it in groups of 4.
No, I'm just making a shit ton of gunpowder. It's sulfur and charcoal. We have a ton of... So I'm chewing... Gunpowder is getting made in the mortar and pestle. So I'm going to go ahead and... I'm going to go ahead and commit 100 sulfur to gunpowder.
Yeah.
So you should have a shit ton of gunpowder.
Yeah, no, when it comes to it, when making rifles, I don't get any special benefit for. But when it comes to the ammunition, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, totally rework. I mean, keep the ghillie suit. Definitely not going to do the polar bear armor. It's too... While it might be awesome, it's too limited.
Well, it just takes so goddamn long to make. And you have to kill so many fucking polar bears to make one set of polar bear armor. Like, it is so restrictive of a...
You know, I really hate the hunting tree. And I think I'm going to completely skip the exploration tree next time.
Alright.
Yeah, I might actually skip 90% of survival with my next character. Like, I like the idea
Well, I
of
mean, if we get
stamina.
the reset, we don't need to make another character.
I know, but I'm just sort of looking at this stuff. It's like, yeah, I would skip.
Coolest hat award. I mean, kind of dark, but...
I always liked that award. I mean, it looks
I got pogo with a stick.
native-y.
Oh, the polar bear armor. Gotcha. All right. Sorry. Uh, yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's a rim shot joke right there. Coolest hat award. Badooch.
Get out.
Hey, just because you didn't think of it first. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. You want to set the house on fire again? Okay, I understand.
No, I do not want to set the goddamn house on fire again.
Uh-huh.
I am, in fact, actively resisting the urge to set the house on fire again by staying away from the big mean
No,
nasty fire
you do
pit.
have the urge to set the house on fire. You're just repressing said urge.
You know, sometimes you just need to let the world burn.
Oh, remember that one song, The Roof, the roof, the roof is on fire. We don't need no water, let that motherfucker burn. Burn, motherfucker, burn. Great songs.
Bloodhound Gang.
Honestly, the first time I heard that song was on the Eminem's 8 Miles, or 8 Mile movie or whatever.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't
Huh.
really start listening to Bloodhound Gang until my first deployment.
Oh,
So,
okay.
2006, I will say? I keep forgetting.
I was right about the time I think 8 Mile came out.
No, 8 Mile came out 2004-ish, I want to say. Because the first Bloodhound Gang song I ever really heard was the um what was it called again? Nature song or something like that. You and me,
Okay.
baby, ain't nothing but mammals. That song.
Oh, oh, I think like Discovery Channel or
Yeah, like I said, it's something
Uh,
like that. Nature Channel.
it goes
Yeah.
back further. It doesn't surprise me, honestly. Shit like that probably goes back quite a bit further.
Let's go to bed real quick. You know, that was actually something that blew my mind. I don't know why, but I decided to randomly buy myself some like you know, best Black Sabbath or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was listening to that, I was like, doesn't Metallica sing that song? I think System of a Down does this song. And it's like the amount of different songs. I was like, wait a tick.
Well, it was like it was like the Super Bowl halftime show like 2 years ago. It was like Post Malone and Black and Ozzy Osbourne, and there were a bunch of fucking Zoomers that are like, "Oh, that is so nice of Post Malone to give a chance to Ozzy Osbourne," you know.
No, another
Like
one
they
that I
had no
remembered.
fucking clue who Ozzy Osbourne was.
Hmm. No, the one that got me. It's one of my favorite.
The Roof is on Fire is a song by Rockmaster Scott and the Dynamic Tree, released in 1984.
Fuck me.
Good God.
So I just put the last two biofuel cans into the device. Wow.
We're
But
fucking old.
one of the songs, one of my favorite Metallica songs that I like, are yeah, obviously, is "Turning the Page." Turning
Yeah,
the
turn the
page.
page.
And I find out that it's a cover, and I keep forgetting the guy's name. And he sounded kind of country to me. And I was talking to somebody, he's like, "Yeah, no, I
Whoa,
prefer
whoa,
the
whoa,
Metallica
whoa. We
version."
didn't need two more cans.
There were two cans in the machining bench, and I moved them to the composite. I didn't make them; they were there, so I just moved them.
Alright, so we can pull out two of those cans and destroy them. I probably fucked up there.
I'll leave that to you. I just saw there was two empty cans on the machining bench. I
Yeah,
was like,
so
okay,
we have 6 cans stocked up.
yeah.
So yeah, that was my fault. All right, that so we don't need more steel. You have 4 more. You have a bunch more gunpowder getting made over here. I can make more steel if you want, or we can just. Well, no, you need iron ingot for bullets. So.
Yeah, I need iron ingot for bullets, and I just took
So.
a good chunk of the iron out. So.
All right, so that's I just threw those. I just threw those in so you can use them to make bullets. Yeah, we can pull that stuff out. We're not making steel anymore, so we can start smelting the titanium down. We can start smelting the platinum down.
But I keep forgetting the guy's name, but I was talking about how, yeah, no, I prefer the Metallica version because I don't like the country version of Turn the Page. They looked at me like, or the guy was like, that guy is totally not country. It's like, I don't know.
It's a country version?
To me. It sounded country to me, either that or it's soft rock. I don't know, but I prefer the Metallica version.
Yeah, Metallica is awesome. I honestly, until you brought it up, I didn't even realize Turn the Page was a cover.
Yeah, and like I said, it's one of those that it's the same thing yet again with the whole Black Sabbath thing. All of a sudden, I'm hearing a bunch of songs that I was like, wait a minute, doesn't System of a Down do this song? Doesn't Metallica do this song? And all of a sudden, it's like, oh, so this is what people are talking about, where they're talking about like lack of creativity, because ultimately, people are doing covers of covers of covers of covers. And
yeah,
like,
basically. Yeah. All right, so the dumb bench, the bench that's crooked, is what I'm doing to stockpile everything we need for our magical journey. It has our house, it has a fire pit, has a box, has the drill, has our
house, drill, biofuel, box. Yeah.
Repair this stuff. I don't like it being broken.
So now the question is, so we need 8 carbon fibers and 8 epoxy.
8 carbon fiber?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. That is possibly unfortunate. Alright, carbon fiber is... I have the silica. I need... So I need organic resin and I need aluminum.
You got 18 aluminum.
Alright, so that's 8 aluminum that I need. Okay, so we have the aluminum I need. The silica's in there, the epoxy's in there. I just need organic resin, which is just wood and oxide. I don't think we have any wood kicking around. Oh, there's some wood. All right. Grab some. Well, I mean, yes and no. Like, it's wood is not. We burn through wood pretty friggin' fast. Like,
that is true.
Not even fucking around. So 8 times 4, that's 32. Okay, 36. Okay. Perfect. That works.
So
what?
So close. Will you please make 8 more gunpowder?
There's 28 gunpowder on the motor and pestle.
Oh. Está bueno.
You know, sometimes I anticipate your needs.
Yeah, sure you do.
I'm a good partner like that, you know? Like,
I build gunpowder, I burn down the house, you know, what every good partner needs.
You know, so every once in a while, you just need to burn down the house and remodel. You know,
well, haven't you heard of the phrase creative destruction? That like everything. Creative destruction.
I still maintain that every once in a while, you know, the remodel is impossible. You just need to burn shit down and start over.
Okay, so there's 67 bullets there for you. There's a rifle there for you. One
What do you
nice
need the
gun.
carbon fiber or the carbon paste for?
So I can make 2 titanium axes.
Ah,
They
very
require
nice.
4 carbon fibers apiece. So, and I need 8 epoxy, but I think you overkill the epoxy. So,
Well, I mean,
yeah, got it.
overkill is
Well, no,
underrated.
they were on the machining bench, so
Gotcha.
that should be
Uh,
everything except for the carbon fibers.
Go ahead and pull that off. Alright, so the upgrade tool, I don't think I really need. Firewhacker probably wouldn't be terrible to keep around. But I'll just go ahead and
Oh, you moved my stuff
mm,
or destroyed my stuff.
what did I move or destroy?
In this box that has the bone, fur, and leather, I put in Firewhacker and my sickle. They're gone.
Oh, they're over here on the crafting bench.
Ah, roger, roger.
That is just where I was setting spare gear, so to speak.
Don't need the bone sickle.
No, we don't need the bone sickle.
Firewhacker hammer.
Firewhacker wouldn't be bad to have since we're gonna have
Yeah.
a wood house where we're going. It shouldn't be a big deal, but at the same time, it wouldn't be bad to have. So I have my repair hammer, my firewhacker, a knife, my gun, my bow. Where did you put the axe?
I'm not. They haven't been made yet.
Oh, you're still oh,
I
that's
should.
right. The
Yeah.
carbon fiber's still cooking. Okay, the carbon fiber's done. You can pull the carbon fiber out.
So they're both gonna be in here. Oh.
All right. So the regular furnace is done. Hey, Zane, welcome back. We are about to go on a magical journey. What's up?
So the axe is done. Destroy. Yes. Put you back.
Apple!
You know, I was watching this one thing. There's this chick who defected from North Korea, and she does a YouTube thing just talking about different things from North Korea and whatnot.
Yeah.
It was actually fascinating because apparently North Korea is one of the few places that if you leave the country, you're automatically considered if you leave the country without the government's permission, you're automatically considered a defector.
Well, I mean,
But
to be fair, most people who leave North Korea without permission.
it's not completely true. North Korea is known for its slave labor trade. So, like, I think that's one of
I
the
mean,
things that led to.
I think that's pretty sure without permission.
No. Like, what they would do is, I want to say it's the Saudi Arabia. One of the Eastern countries made a football stadium, and they pretty much did it with North Korean slave labor. So they send people over to someplace like, Saudi Arabia, and then they build it. And then when they come back, they have to spend like 6 months getting reprogrammed to, the proper way of thinking. So they export slave labor, temporarily.
Hmm.
But the people who straight up leave, that's a beast of a different color. So are you carrying
All
the
right,
drill, or am I?
so everything we need for this expedition is in this box. We have the 8 cans, which are 5 apiece. So
Which one of us is carrying the drill? That's the first question.
I carried everything but the drill, and I'm at 81 kilograms.
Wow.
So you get to take the drill.
Back, drill. Okay, well, do you want me to carry anything else? Actually, this, yet again. So the composter is 30 kilograms.
Ooh. Okay, it's probably best that we did what we did. It took longer, but it is what it is. So I am taking five fat bread, and a chunk of steak for food, since we're gonna be gone for a minute. And we should be good to go. I think I'm ready for our magical journey, good sir. Yeah, my water's fine, my oxygen's fine, my food is good. And we are heading off to...
I was gonna say, you do the waypoint, you lead the way.
About
But part of the reason,
right there? Yeah, about right there.
And you said it was in, yeah, C2. But part of the reason why I was bringing up the whole North Korea thing. So apparently there's 3 classes of citizens. First class are referred to as tomatoes. They're red on the inside and outside. So these are the people who truly believe in the communistic North Korean cause.
Wow, that doesn't sound racist at all.
Hey, no, this is their own terms, man. Their own terms. I am repeating what I heard from the North Korean chick. So those who believe in it in and out, they're called tomatoes. They're the tomato class ultimately. And then you have like the sort of proletariat class. They're known as apples. They're red on the outside but white on the inside. So
I'm starting to get real uncomfortable about this conversation.
I'm just talking about this North Korean chick. And then the lowest class of people, these are the dissidents, the people who get thrown in jail. They're considered the political criminals and whatnot.
Yeah.
They're known as grapes.
Okay.
So it just came to
mind. They're
purple
on the outside and purple on the inside, or?
Well, some grapes are white, so I think that means that they've completely cast, or they're considered to have completely cast aside the red communistic ideals or what have you.
I mean, let's be fair. White grapes aren't exactly white. They're actually kind of green. Like, they're...
But I don't know why, but those are apparently the 3 classes in North Korea. You have the tomatoes, the apples, and the grapes.
Okay.
Just spreading the knowledge.
Yeah, no, there was that, film theory, or there's a film theory that Matt Pat put out on the Squid Game show.
Yeah. God, I haven't.
Did you ever watch Squid Game?
I still haven't.
It's really good. You really should watch it. I enjoyed the hell out of that show. But he was, since it came out of South Korea, he was arguing that it was a anti-North Korean propaganda.
Really? Everything I've heard says it's anti-capitalism propaganda because, oh, look, it's the rich people laughing as the stupid poor people kill themselves to try to get what they could never really get on their own.
Yeah, and that's...
Well, it comes down to interpretation, because I mean, just
does.
Go back to South Park's Scrody McBoogerballs episode. That's,
yeah.
Well, this is the most pro-life thing. It's not in the book.
Yeah, no, and the thing is Matt Pat tends to take the more obscure view of something. But it's, I don't know, he covers the whole anti-capitalist propaganda argument, but the most compelling thing is that he's arguing that like the whole thing is orchestrated by North Korea to be able to take advantage of South Korean
Korea.
poverty. It's actually a pretty good episode to watch, honestly. I mean, it's...
I mean, yes, it's interesting. The one thing I remember, and this is a more red pilly perspective, but one of the things that they're complaining about when it comes to South Korea, is there's plenty of women who just decided that they were going to do their own thing, so they weren't going to get married, they were going to start their own businesses and whatnot.
Mm.
But now South Korea doesn't know how the hell that they're going to take care of these women now that they're aging, and most of them haven't saved enough to, retire on. So now it's like, okay, well, the government needs to do something about all these old single women who never got married, who never reproduced. So what do they do now?
Well, you were telling me a few years back about, it was like a village in China where the father had nothing to do with
Oh yeah,
with the child. Was it
it
China?
was talking. It was talking about different marriage, not marriage, different family cultures and whatnot.
Yeah,
And there's this one in China that ultimately there is no such thing as marriage. Ultimately,
yeah. There's
when a
no
woman gives
marriage.
birth,
There's no father. Well,
yeah,
there's a biological donor,
there's a
but once...
biological father, but they don't know. They never really know who it is. Well, I shouldn't say that. I mean, I don't think they're
Well,
sleeping
yeah,
around
but the
that
whole
much.
thing is like the father figure in the family is
Are
the
the uncles
uncles.
and the
Yeah.
grandfathers, because and honestly, it makes a lot of sense because you only know the paternity. You only know the mother of the child. Outside of that, you're believing and whatnot. But at this point, you have DNA tests and whatnot, so you can have.
Retro.
Mm, yeah, there are some drops that you have to be cautious of.
Channel my inner Billy Goat. Channel my inner Billy Goat. Channel my inner Billy Goat. Ow. I sprained my
Billy Goat
ankle.
broken.
I don't
I
know
can
how
come
we're gonna
back.
get out of here, but
Oh, you're actually ahead of me.
oh, I guess we can cross the river. Okay, there's a way out. I was just being dumb. Um,
Looks like I'm following the same dumbness.
you are. You shouldn't follow XioniX. XioniX makes poor decisions in life.
That is true. But yeah, no, and actually that's one of those things that it took recently that I was thinking back to Dune, and they're talking about the control the Bene Jesuits have and whatnot.
Yeah.
And what they do in Dune is the Emperor only has female children, and it's like, what? That actually makes a lot of sense, because then for 100% fact the child is part of the Emperor line,
Yeah.
because they only have daughters, and then at that point it doesn't really matter who the daughter was sleeping with, because it's always going to be of the imperial line.
All right. So there's a cave over here. Looks like we're gonna have to do some billy goating to get to it. Um,
Well, to be fair, unless we're going to start making ammo over here, I don't think we really care about that.
oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. I found it. Okay, so this is another one of those caves that should have
No, no,
no
no, no.
worms and no... Oh, well, it absolutely has um, pneumonia. There's definitely pneumonia in this cave.
Oh, so
But
just
this
no
cave is
worms.
fucking enormous. Um, so there's another one of those super caves here. Um, I don't know how much we want to tap into it, since I think we're kind of getting to the end of this mission. Like,
We're
once
at
we
the
get these
tail end.
exotics, we're gonna just go doing our scan thing, and I think we'll probably GTFO. Like, we'll probably finish this tonight, honestly.
Yeah. Well, and that's mainly what I was thinking is, okay, well, there's ore here, but what do we need it for?
But there should be an exotics vein around here somewhere. Hopefully we
Found
don't
it.
actually need the radar to find it.
Nope, it's over here. I'm right on top of it.
Oh. Oh, where are you?
Turn around. Turn around. 180 degrees.
Oh, hey, you found it. Nice. All right, go ahead and put down the drill.
I guess it's gonna take.
You
a while,
have
so.
the drill.
Well, I know, but I was thinking more. Do we want to build a house first and shit like that?
All right, let me throw in a can here. It's active. And let's I don't know if we necessarily need any wood.
I think I just gave myself a concussion. That's a first. But yeah, no, there was another one that's a little kind of pedo-y, I guess. But it's a Pacific Islanding. Or
Is this
Pacific Islander, I believe.
safer stream
Yeah,
discussion?
no, it's on the same vein as that Chinese culture village type thing where, you know, there is no such thing as the father because ultimately it's just you know who the mother is, so it's just like, hey, and then the child is ultimately raised by the family of the mother.
Yeah.
So uncles and grandfathers are ultimately are the father-ish figures.
Yeah.
Well, there's this Pacific or Island group, I believe, and what they do is they ultimately like invert because women live longer than men, so men choose younger females to be brides, and then once the younger female, once they have children, they grow up and whatnot, then I guess at a certain point, when they're in like their 40s or 50s, if they want to, they can choose a young male paramour or something like that because it's like, hey, I'm still gonna have my fun because I want to have my fun. So
Yeah.
pretty much, men hook up with younger girls early on, then older women hook up with younger boys later on, type thing, and it was so weird. But hey, culture.
I mean, it is what it is. Alright. And we need to keep our repair hammers handy.
You have wood on you?
I have 10 wood. I'll split it with you.
No, there's 41 wood in the box. I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, okay. 41 wood in the box is a good box.
No, actually, to tap on that line of uncomfortableness again. That's one of those things where technically the Jews got it right, where it's like, you know what, you base our lineages on the matriarchal line, because technically that's the only thing you know for certain.
Alright, let's move on to another conversation.
I wasn't hating on anything.
Alright, you got this. I'm gonna make a refill. I'll be right back.
No, I was actually having a conversation sort of along the same lines with my sister a while back. And it's just like, those little oddities of culture that are of civilizations. What I forget what sparked it, but then all of a sudden it started talking about little things like the legitimate Huns. What they would do with newborn babies is that they would use horsehide and they would bind the back of the infant's head so that it would give them like a more elongated looking skull and stuff like that, which is part of the reason, especially if you look at it from the Italian perspective, that they look completely alien because their skulls were now longer. And then obviously you have the Chinese foot binding. Then we started talking about some of the Africans where they would do rings around the neck so it would help elongate the neck. So the more rings you have is supposed to be a sign of beauty and what have you. Which then led to me complaining about Black Panther.
Well, in Africa, they would also bind the chests of one women to try and prevent them from being targeted for sexual assault. Because if they could
Really?
stop
I
their
haven't heard that.
boobs from growing, they would be less sexually attractive and they would be safer from sexual assault.
That sounds not right to me. Because
No,
that, well,
I
I mean,
swear to God,
it,
it was
no, no,
that
no,
was
no. It could be right in some set or some areas, but it's one of those arguments I remember coming from the whole free the nipple or whatever.
well, yeah,
Women
no,
should be
I'm
able
not
to.
saying I'm not
No,
saying
no,
it's
hold
a
up, hold
good
up, hold
argument
up.
or a valid argument.
No,
I'm just
no,
saying that's what
hold
they
up.
legit did.
I'm just saying that when with the whole argument that women should be able to go around topless, they started talking to people who immigrated from Africa, and they're like, yeah, boobs aren't considered sexualized in African countries, or at least in their areas.
Uh,
So, them sitting there, or the American prudishness, I guess, of boobs being sexualized and whatnot was foreign to them. Where so, and that's where maybe this is just certain sub tribes or what have you,
well, probably.
subgroups
I mean, I don't think all
where
Africans.
no, there are plenty that cover themselves, but there
Uh,
are others that are just like them that are like,
hmm.
free the boob, man, let them titties fly.
uh, Buddha and XioniX are in full support of free the titty movement.
Yeah, I mean, we believe in women's rights to be naked. No, honestly, I find the whole free the nip or
The whole
whatever
thing
it's
is a
called.
bit absurd.
Well,
Why
I
man
mean,
nipples are okay but women nipples aren't is
well,
really
it's not even that. For me, it's like I figured, at least for the larger women, it was there for support. You wanted the support so that you could, you know, not feel the constant, as I remember hearing someone say, 10 pounds on your front just bouncing down it with full force. Okay, then, wearing a bra and whatnot makes perfect sense. No, if you're, I guess, an A or B cup or what have you, and you're a little less endowed in the front, then yeah, I could totally see your perspective where it's like, why do I have to cover myself up?
should I go
You're
home
right.
and get the
Yeah.
scanner or should you go home and get
Scanner.
yeah, well we can start doing the scanner thing now, honestly. This is
Uh,
gonna take a minute. Um,
you can do it if you don't mind.
Alright, I'm gonna drop off my backpack so you have the backpack to run back and forth.
Okay.
Um,
Thank you.
but I'm gonna.
I was take the 20 exotics if you don't mind. Might as well start getting rid of the, or
Yeah,
at least
that's
a little
true.
bit.
Might as well take home all the exotics that we have ready at the moment. Um,
There's 4 in here if you want to grab them real quick.
yeah, I'll just grab them. No reason not to. Is your blue beacon still on base? It is still on base.
Yes, I have not moved my blue beacon.
Uh,
I actually met a chick once. She was in the military, and when I first met her, she was pregnant at the time. And her biggest complaint about being pregnant is that her boobs grew. She's like, I used to be A cup. I missed being an A cup. I think that's the first time I've ever heard that statement. And it's like, okay. Who am I to argue?
See, my girlfriend at the time when she got pregnant, her biggest bitch was that she had to pee all the time. Um, you know, she had to pee more than me.
Oh dear God! Like every 2 minutes, apparently.
So without the billy goating, there's a bit of swimming to get out of here.
I was figuring that, but the thing that I'm scared about is there's a handful of waterfalls, so I don't know if you're just going to be able to, or if you're going to be able to circumvent that, or if you need to do building along the way.
I don't have a compelling reason why I can't circumvent it. Just looking at what I'm looking at now.
Okay, because I'm just thinking
Mm.
about a couple of the things I did where I literally was, going over waterfalls to get down. So I wasn't sure if there would be slopes up. I wasn't checking.
Yeah, no, there's certainly a way around it. You don't have to actually.
Nah, still makes me think back to gotta get another military chick. First one I actually believe, sort of feministic wise too. She's like, you know what? I love everything about being a woman. I'm just sitting there like, yeah, sure. She's like, what do you mean? Every woman I've met always says, "Oh yeah, I love everything about being a woman." Then they start complaining about their periods. They start complaining about how they're treated by men, about how maybe they're not viewed equally. Blah 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 blah. Like there's always complaints. You're like, love all of it. What do you mean? Love my period. It makes me feel more like a woman. It's like, are you shitting me? And she's like, yeah. You know what? I love the fact that I'm treated differently because I'm a woman. That is so wonderful, and I embrace it all the time. I never complain about it. Okay, now I'm starting to pay attention. You know the one thing I do hate about being a woman though? Aha, here it is. I cannot pee accurately standing up. That's the one thing I hate about being a woman. Dear God, I think I actually believe her.
Yeah, no, it was balls. I found my way into a box canyon.
So I need to be able to billy goat out about halfway, I take it.
No, you shouldn't need to billy goat out. It's just a bit of a maze to get out of here. You have to do a zigzag. You should be able to walk out without billy goating. It's just
Uh, no, I see what you're saying.
it's just I tried to cheese. I tried to do a direct route, and there you can't direct route your way out. It's just not an option. You have to backtrack a bit here. Um, but yeah, no. Going back to that Halo video you sent me, it was. I am not excited about that at all. Like,
I mean, I'm I'm mildly interested. Excited? No. Interested is the best I can say with that Halo video.
well,
Like
it
when
is.
I saw you see Master Chief taking on the two elites. Okay, that piqued my interest. About every other part of that, I was like, don't really care.
Uh, and I don't know if it's just me, but I'm not a big fan of the whole idea of, well, this is an alternate timeline. I don't fucking care about an alternate timeline. The alternate timeline is not the story I fell in love with playing fucking Halo. You know,
Mm,
that is not the story I know and love. The alternate timeline is the bullshit story you made up because you didn't think the real timeline was interesting enough.
no, no, no. No, I disagree with that wholeheartedly. I would argue they're doing the whole alternate timeline thing just so that they can protect themselves from the backlash. That didn't happen in the video game. No, 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 it didn't. This is an alternate timeline. So while it's not exactly what happened in the video game, so I think they're doing it to protect their asses. That's uh
Oh no,
my perspective on what's
I
happening.
agree 100%. That's exactly why they're doing it. I'm just saying that's dumb because they're not like see like I hate spin-off series for that fucking reason. Is um I'm not interested. Well, no, spin-off series that happen in the same timeline is fine. So like the Stargate spin-off series, like Stargate
Definitely.
Atlantis or Stargate. What was the other one that fucking got killed?
I was gonna say I don't even remember another one. I remember SG-1 and I remember Atlantis. If there was another one, I'm
There was
not
another
sure.
one where they like teleported onto a ship that was like a deep space travel vessel. I really liked it. I actually thought it was really good. But the thing is it all happened in the same timeline. So like
Yeah.
everything that Atlantis did happened. Everything that SG-1 did happened. It was the Stargate cinematic universe. Everything was connected. They tried, with quotes, not to break each other's rules, and generally speaking, they succeeded in not breaking each other's rules. They respected each other's. They respected the shit that was set up by the shows. You know, like I'm thinking back to like Star
The,
Trek DS9, where it's like, okay, we
I'm
have these
sorry.
rules and we're living within these rules.
The big thing when it comes to Stargate, though, is I keep thinking back to what was it, the final 2 seasons or whatever. All of a sudden, you have that like god type race or what have you, and like I think back to DS9 in the final couple seasons where you have the pause and then you have the paw race, and it's like this is garbage. So
I
I
was
don't remember. I remember not being a fan of the final season, well, especially of DS9, but also of
the final seasons of DS9 with the whole Bajoran God things was not my
yeah, no,
favorite
that was
either.
garbage because you just had to think about it.
But like the
The very
Dominion War, though, the Dominion
that
War,
was amazing. I loved
yeah,
it. I
that was
loved it.
great
But the paw and the
storytelling.
paw wraith were garbage, and that's where I
Yeah,
just sit there because you have to think the very first episode is Cisco meeting the paws and going, "Hey, yeah, we live in this thing called linear time. What's linear time?" So he has to explain linear time. But then once you hit the final season, it's like, "Oh yeah, actually we knew what linear time was because we possessed your mother so she could bang your father." So you could be born because you're technically like the paw Jesus, I guess. What?
yeah, that
That was so backwards.
it,
No, I mean,
it lost track of itself at the end there. I'm like that whole thing. It did fall apart at the end. I'm not gonna deny that.
I mean, I love DS9. When it comes down to it, especially with the whole Picard thing that happened, DS9 is the best uh, Star Trek, the best.
Yeah.
If you never even heard of the whole Picard series that's going on, you know nothing about it. Next Gen is the first or the second best. I haven't actually watched the original, and I don't know if I ever will, so that's gonna lose me some nerd points, as it were. And I don't know, Voyager was just garbage too. I mean, you've actually watched the whole thing, so you have a more reference point than I do on that one. But I just remember Voyager being absolute garbage.
Voyager was okay. The problem with Voyager was at the very end of Voyager, they basically started blowing up Borg cubes like they were fucking Tootsie Pops.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, there's a Borg cube. I guess that means there's another fly we have to swat.
yeah,
What?
it got to the point in Voyager where Borg cubes were just like, eh, they're annoying, but we have 7 of 9, so fuck them. Um, that was the worst thing about Voyager is they neutered the Borg. The Borg were this big, mean, nasty, scary, um, bad
Honestly, I think
guy.
the best way to to explain that is like, well, for those of you who watch Next Generation, you know how Q is or kind of a god. Imagine if all of a sudden he became, a god that you can actually kind of bitch slap and do word games around.
Yeah.
That's kind of what they did, as far as I can tell.
Well, and the thing is like the very first 2-part episode of Next Generation um, was Q introducing Picard to the Borg. Like, yo, you think you're ready to go out into the universe? You think you're ready to go
Right.
out and
I
hold
would
your
have been
own?
making that reference too.
Hmm?
So the Borg were introduced in the first season, then, right?
First episode.
Well, the
The
first season, first episode.
first season,
Oh,
first episode. Q introduces the Enterprise D with Picard to the Borg and says, "You
Or
think you're
yeah.
badass? No, no, no. These fuckers will wreck your shit." And they
Okay,
did.
so the only reason why I even knew that much, because it's been a while, I've forgotten a lot,
Yeah.
is there was somebody who was leaving a comment. They were talking about the next season of Picard that's coming out, and they're like, the only reason why they brought Q around is so they can mess with the timeline or what have you, because they wrote themselves into a corner. So now Q's gonna be their get out of stupidity free card. And one of the people who's like, yeah, I mean, Q was the person who introduced the Borg to Picard, or vice versa, however you want to look at it.
Yeah.
I was just sitting there going, really? I don't remember that. In episode one of the two-part. Oh. So the guy who. Okay, roger that.
Yeah, no, the very first episode of The Next Generation, it was a two-parter. Q introduced the Borg to Picard and the crew of the Enterprise and said, basically, the moral of the story was, you think you're ready to go out into the universe? Well, let me fucking fix that shit for you right
Yeah.
goddamn now. And he introduced them to the Borg. The Borg bitch slapped their ass. And then Q took
Mhm.
him home and went, "You really need to think about what the fuck you're doing." And they didn't. And so the Borg showed up again after being introduced. I mean, now granted, it was part of Q's thing where, um, he was like, okay, I introduced you to the Borg. Like, he was an instigator.
Yeah. Well, and
Um,
that's where just have to think back to and this is, I think, DS9, when what's her name, Shay or whatever, the one who traveled around with him. You know who I'm talking about?
um, the one who traveled around with Hugh. Oh.
So Picard met this one chick that he sort of had the hots for, and she was a traveling archaeologist type person.
Oh, on Ryza. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember where. I just remember
He
they
met her
hooked
on
up.
Ryza. Um, yeah, God
And then
damn it.
she meets Q, and Q is interested in her. He's interested in her. She's interested in him. So they go on, or they go out, exploring the universe. And then you don't see them again until DS9, and Q is there, or she shows up, and Q tries to, bring her back, as it were.
Yeah.
And she starts going, he's in a sense Loki incarnate. He's the trickster god almost everywhere that he goes.
Yeah.
So that's why he has certain issues, is no matter where he goes, he's the guy who's all about, tricking people, convincing them to do things that maybe aren't the smartest things to do. So
Yeah. Alright, so I've gotten the scanner.
yeah, there's one scan close to um the mine to the north. So E3 or
Yeah, I see it.
E
I
or
can.
F2.
It's E2, F2. I could probably take care of it by myself. What are you looking at there? How much exotics do you have mined up there? Um,
40 45 now, I think. And you took out uh 24.
yeah.
So if we get 200, I mean, I'm just barely through in the third can.
All right.
So
I guess
yeah,
I'll go
no,
ahead and take care of these scanning missions.
I mean, I would offer to rest, but actually, I might be able to make a bed.
Can you make a bed? I mean, if you can make a bed, great, but I don't think you have a bed.
I need 8 more fur.
You don't
So
have any
currently,
fur
no.
at all.
Huh?
You don't have any fur at all.
Yeah, I
So,
do. I have 12. That's why I only need 8 more. I need 20 for in total.
All right,
What?
so
I go hunting.
I'm about to say either you can go hunting. You're gonna get 8 more fur before I can get there. Um,
Yeah. Just hold on a second if you would.
I will watch the fire. Mmm, warm
And I
fire.
can now make a bed.
Okay, going into it.
Craft. Yeah, I'm actually really starting to question the use of the skinning bench at this point.
All right, so what I was thinking is
Yeah,
saving the one to the north for last, since you're in the north. And I was
makes
thinking of
sense.
going all the way down to B6, which is the furthest away, and taking care of that one first.
I mean, I probably still hit E6 first, because it doesn't look like it's out of the way, and then
It,
go to B6.
it's not out of the way.
I
Um,
mean, you do you. I'm just here to change the fuel cans, as it were.
yeah, well, and when you get full, you can run back to your drop ship, drop them off, and then go back. Like the fuel can, there should be enough in the fuel cans for you to basically keep that shit running while you're gone. Like if you run there and back, I think you'll be fine. But I'll go ahead and
Uh,
take care of the 2 southern scan points while you mine the exotics. That way we can get out of here in a reasonable amount of fucking time. Um, the only thing I'm worried about, obviously, is being overwhelmed by critters.
and that's understandable. You know, I'm not
But
gonna lie. I think it would have been better if we brought 2 drills.
probably would have been better. And I could probably make another drill for you.
No, it's not worth the time at this point. Well, I guess I technically could be, just because you said that we should be getting about 200 exotics, and
Yeah,
we've mined 60, almost 80. Wow. No,
I
we have
mean,
mined 80 now because you took 4.
so I about to say I can run up with another drill. Um, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I'll run up with another drill because it sounds like
I mean, it'll expedite. That's all I can really say.
yeah. I have to drop off the scanner,
Oh.
but I can bring you a drill and is what I need 5 electronics and 20 ingot. So
You know, that's actually another random thing. Uh, yeah, I guess if you come back with a drill, that'll help because... Oh, they're only 10 apiece. Okay. So 20 exotics are 10 kilograms. But yeah, no, I just kind of thinking back to the first Expanse book, especially when they jack the Nauvoo, and it's just like, no, they wouldn't call the people who came after them the Antichrist. And I wonder now, and I think that the answer would be pretty much like 1% of Americans, let alone the rest of the world, is in Nauvoo, well, in Missouri, I believe it was.
yeah,
Yeah, Missouri. Um, they signed something called the Mormon Extermination Order, something like that. In which case, it was perfectly legal. Hell, for all I know, it was actually a bounty. Like, you kill a Mormon, you get money.
Yeah.
So that would be more the route that they would have gone in this theoretical future with the book. They wouldn't say, "Hey, you're the Antichrist," because it doesn't really make sense in Mormon dogma. It would be, "What is this? The Mormon extermination again? You're gonna push us out of our land, even though all we're trying to do is live in peace," type thing.
Well,
And then the
and
other
to be fair, the general consensus right now is that Mormons are an extremist sense, like
sect.
sect. Yeah, like it's I mean, there's an urban myth right now that Mormons have horns. Um, I don't even understand this myth, but the myth exists, and I've heard it multiple times that people think Mormons have horns, and it's like, no.
What? Yeah, no. The most extreme one I heard was if you apostate from Mormonism, then they're literally gonna send a hit squad after you, and I'm like, that's Islam, but whatever.
Well, I mean, I think it goes to we do not have enough iron for another drill. All right.
But yeah, no, I mean, I, where some of these myths come from is a little psychotic, because like I said, my sister had a chick friend, and they became very close, and then the chick friend was like, "Yeah, no, I've always been a little scared." It's like, why? Because I heard that if you stop being a Mormon, then all of a sudden they send a kill squad after you, type thing. It's like, fucking what? And I'm looking at her while she's telling this, and I'm like, she really believes that there are Mormon kill squads out there to go after other Mormons. This is insane.
I mean, you don't want to dissuade that idea, right? You don't need me to send the Humane Society after you, do you?
Yeah, the Humane Society has my number. They still haven't visited, so I don't think they exist.
No, the Humane Society exists. I know for a fucking fact the Humane Society exists.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it does.
But yeah, no, I hear these things just like that. That's insane. But
I mean,
people believe it.
the Humane Society actually is a real thing.
I know the Humane Society is. I figured you were using it as a euphemistic statement.
No, I'm just gonna send the Humane Society after you to teach you
How to build houses.
how to plant your crops. All right, so I can't make another drill, so I'm heading down to. Um,
Well, if you're well, okay. I was gonna say if you're heading to me, then if you're, yeah, I see where you're heading to. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's I didn't have the iron I needed to make a drill, so.
No, I think that's one of those things we're just gonna have to put in for next time, where it's like, you know what, we might as well come with 2 drills and 8 cans, and then cut this time in half.
Yeah.
The big question though then becomes, am I gonna be able to run back with the essentially 200 exotics while 180-ish?
No, I
'Cause I'm
suspect you're
assuming-
gonna get halfway through. You're gonna have to load up and then come home, and load and deposit and then go back. But the thing is you should have enough fuel in one fuel can to power the drill until you get back. That's more of like you refill the fuel cells in both drills, and then you take everything you can. You run home. You drop it off in the drop ship, and
well,
then you
yeah,
run
well,
back. That's more what I think is um, what we're gonna be doing in the future. Because I don't think. I mean, you got a long hike ahead of you. You really do.
well, and that's where I'm literally, next time I pull out a can, I'm gonna start a timer just to see how much time I have with a single can. Because I don't know. I don't feel safe with the idea of leaving the drill unattended, but you know what? Maybe.
The drill hasn't been attacked yet.
No, no, not that. I'm more talking can wise. The fact
Mm.
that it's gonna run out of energy, and if we're not prepared enough to have the drill running, does that lead to lesser returns with the exotics? Because if it doesn't, then you know a can run dry. That's irrelevant. But that was one of those things Brain and Ray was talking about initially, where you need to be able to switch out the cans quickly
Yeah.
to
But you want
get
to make sure the
maximum return.
cans are as close to empty as possible when you swap them out, if not empty.
But you want to switch them out quickly. And if you don't, it sounds like that leads to a loss uh of drill potential. So that's my biggest issue is I'd rather spend a little more time to make sure we get, you know, all 200 as it were, instead of, you know, getting 180 or 160 but being
I
efficient
don't
about it.
think we're going to lose our output. I really don't.
The way they made it sound, or at least the way I interpreted it, they were saying that we would lose output if we weren't changing out cans efficiently.
Um, I think we would just lose efficiency in time, not efficiency in output. I still think we're going to get 200 exotics out of that vein,
And it's
uh,
possible, but like I
regardless.
said, the way I read it was you need to be able to switch out cans efficiently so that you can get maximum, because that was one of those we were asking, you know, how much do you get from a node, a node. And they were like, well, if you're switching out the fuel cans properly, you'll get up to like 160 or something like that. And we got 220. So either we're efficient, we got something beneficial because we were, you know, co-oping, but that's what stuck out to me. And if I'm wrong, I'm totally fine being wrong. Oh, by the way, um, none of neither of them are here, but I concede to both Brain and Ray. The big issue I had was for some reason I was thinking the 50 at the bottom was the research cost and the 250 at the top was the purchase cost. I don't know why, but that's where my stubbornness was coming from. So, just as a heads up, I concede.
Your friendly neighborhood XioniX won that particular bet.
Yeah, what was the bet you lost though?
I don't remember.
Uh-huh. But you remember you lost one, right?
Yeah, I repressed the memory, but I did know I lost one. I remember looking it up and going, ah, fuck.
I don't remember what the bet was either, but I remember I won it.
Well, then it's not fair to expect me to remember the bet.
Oh, you remember. You're just being a dick. Which is your natural state. I mean, I can't fault you for being you, but you know. Come on, man. Help a man's memory. Don't make me have to watch our VOD. I would wish that on a worst enemy.
I would wish it on our friend, though. I honestly don't remember the second bet.
This is precise as the data gets.
Made it to the area. I've been in the area for a while.
Looks like the unit's ready. some angry wildlife.
What's after you?
I don't know. I don't see it. I'm currently in stealth mode.
Looks like the unit stopped. Get it back online or you're gonna be here for a while.
Well, you're the one who has the see-through.
Yeah, there was a pig.
Like-
Um,
Okay. Station activated.
as far as I can tell, it was just a pig.
That's some angry wildlife. It's just a pig.
But don't stop now. There's another marker on your map.
All right. That was rather tame, honestly. I will head towards the most extreme marker. How's our exotics doing, good sir?
It's trucking. We have 80 stored up. We're about to get 100 completed. So that'll put us at 124-ish.
Well, and you have a box there for storage purposes, but
Oh no, I've been throwing them all in the box.
I mean, if you want to make a run, that's fine. That probably won't hurt anything, but at the same time, you also have time because I got this extreme node I need to hit and scan. And if
You said that too late.
what do you mean?
So I already replaced the biofuel can, and it's close to a quarter gone, about a quarter gone. But I was going to start a stopwatch because I had 3 cans left. You know, it gives me a bit of a buffer.
Yeah.
So I was gonna start the a timer to see how long I have after I put in a biofuel can.
Well, I'm just saying, if you want to run home with the exotics.
No, I understand that, and that's what I'm playing on. But like I said, my fear right now is the fact that we'll run out of our. Yeah, the
Well,
way
just
they
make
put
sure
it
the
was-
bio can's full.
Yeah.
And then run home and run back. The
How
bio
long do you
can
think
will,
it took? How long do you think it took you to run back to our house?
at least 7 minutes.
That's because then that means I need to have something close to, say, 13 minutes, because it's going to be quicker to get here than it is to get home.
Yeah, especially if you sprain your ankle along the way. But honestly, I was expecting the can to be full or empty by the time you got back. I was just
Well,
saying that we're gonna have to make multiple trips. Like if you wait until everything is done, then it's gonna take a couple of trips to move all the exotics. So if you make at least one trip, then you can go back and finish off. Like that's all I was getting at was I feel
No,
like you
and
could.
I get that. I'm just saying from my perspective that maybe I'm still misinterpreting it, but with what Ray and Brain was saying, we want to make sure that the drill maintains fuel fed. And if it's
Yeah.
not fuel fed, then we're not gonna get. Because they were saying, like I said, 160, 180. We got 220. So either we were really on top of that, or there's some janky upgrade that happened since they did it, or we got a bonus because we really were on top of it like they were recommending.
Yeah, I mean, I could
I'm
see
willing to
babysitting
burn
it.
more time to make sure we get closer to the 220 marker and then, waste some efficiency.
And that's
But,
fine.
like,
I still got, um, I'm still doing my scans. There's
yeah,
absolutely
and
no problem with you taking your time.
honestly, I might have enough time. So, it's a little over a quarter, I believe, but it takes about 3 minutes to do about a quarter. So that means I should have 12-ish minutes, I believe.
To get there and back again.
Yeah, but I started late, so I'm gonna get this all the way up and see what happens. But like I was saying earlier, I still have 3 cans left.
Yeah, no, honestly, if you want to wait until all said and done, because it's going to take me a minute to get to where I'm going, then I have to do the scan, and then I have to
Which is
run
gonna take a
all the way
minute.
fucking home. Um, I guess so, I don't have to run home. I can go
Yeah, you
trekking
can
through the
go.
wilderness, but yeah, you got time. You're not in a time crunch at the moment.
Yeah. No,
You know, you'll
pseudo
be able to
time
go
crunch
back and
is
forth
11.
between the house. Yeah. I don't
It's
know.
11:10 pseudo time crunch, but yeah.
Yeah. I am going to have to go swimming here.
Oh, fucking. Oh, coast. I was gonna say island, but no, coast.
Goddamn poison fish. I didn't bring any potions or anything, so I'm kind of...
Well, if you're fed, I don't think the poison is more of a nuisance than a killer. Killer.
I am fed.
So, I mean, I might have. No. I think I would experience a loss because based on, not accurate. What the fucking hell?
No, if you want to wait till everything's done, that's fine. It just...
Oh, it's dead. It's done. Oh, this was a cheap one.
Mm.
The exotic thing is done. So all said in total, we got 142.
Okay.
Yeah, no, looking at it, the can's still there. Click activate. It's not working. The blue glowy aspect is gone. So you brought back 24, 25-ish. I'm carrying uh carrying 118, so yeah.
Okay. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, and that's where I was thinking. There had to have been a variability, whether based on efficiency or not.
Data says this is the area. Now it's up to you. Looks like the unit's ready.
I was gonna say if 200 was the norm, that would break the whole exotic aspect.
I mean, even 150 is really fucking good, though.
No, it is really good. But if
We
we were
got
doing
friends
200 per?
So make it count.
There's.
Yep, I got bears.
You fire it back up.
Two bears ain't got shit on me. Ain't got shit on me, son.
There's. I think you mean biatches.
There you go. Station's online.
I'm gonna go ahead and carve these fuckers up because I need the leather to make bandages.
Keep moving. Next step's marked on your map.
So, yeah, that might be the best thing is 2 drills, 8 cans. I mean, I guess if we want to be hyperly paranoid, maybe 9 cans just in case, but yeah.
Yeah.
2 drills, 8 cans will probably be the most efficient way to drill this.
Alright. Pick up this radar. So you're taking all the exotics home, or do you have to make 2 trips?
No, I got all of the exotics.
Alright. Nothing wrong
No,
with
like
that.
I said, 20 exotics are 10 kilograms. So, yeah, no, I got plenty of space. Left a bunch of shit behind, but most of it doesn't matter, so, you know.
No, it really doesn't. But apparently stamina isn't a thing while you're swimming, so you might as well hold shift.
Yeah.
So the last scan point is up by the first super cave.
Yeah.
It's right there. I am going to head through the wilderness in hopes that I get a better direct line.
I mean, it's possible, especially if you stay near the river.
And that's what I'm going for. So if you want to, once you drop off your exotics, if you want to meet me there, we should be able to finish this mission off and call it a night.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I think it's a really good night.
Yeah. 2 giant feathers, completing Icarus.
Now we just need to figure out how the fuck to take on some mechanical bosses for next week. But tomorrow is all about Monster Hunter.
I still think what I was saying earlier is probably accurate, where we just need to start making, some or Cholum armor or what have you.
Yeah, well, maybe not Orichalum. If we can get some titanium armor, that'd be great, though.
Titanium is the strongest.
It is. And it's kind of wasteful since we're going to be making hollow armor as soon as we can start farming hollow. But we don't have a good we don't have a good solution for the mechanical bosses at the moment.
Well, we have some, but yeah. Because, like I said, if we can get those stupid blessed divine whatever apples,
Blessed apples, yeah.
that would lead to us being able to take on the twins. We just need to have long stretches that we can maintain. And the
Yeah.
fact that, especially because looking at the cursed flame bullets, they were doing like 10 damage a second to some of the, random enemies. So if that maintains for bosses, that's gonna be quite nice.
Then we just need to evade.
Yeah. In which case, it might be better to do something like the mini shark, just because that doesn't have a range. Well, to be fair, the obsidian doesn't have a range limitation either. It's just that obsidian that they do. That does have a range limitation, but there's still bullets that go and do their own thing.
Yeah, no, I think the obsidian shotgun is still the best ranged weapon we have available to us at the current moment in time.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's I think we can give ourselves a much better chance of success using something with higher, like if we have the damage over time, then we just need survivability. In which case, we need to use titanium armor. But the thing is once we drop one of the mechanical bosses, I think we upgrade our defender shit, and we can get like the old one's army or whatever. And if we can get the old one's army shit, then that gives us much better defense than anything we can craft.
Yeah.
And that would be ideal if we could, but we have to kill at least one of the mechanical bosses, and we've yet to do that yet. So it's a matter of getting us to the point where we can actually start taking down mechanical bosses. That's a cliff. That's the same cliff I ran into last time. So how many exotics did you bring home again?
$116. So including what you did,
Which was like 24, I think.
yeah.
So that's 140. It's still a good run. It's not the 220 we got from the payday, but still, that's still a lot of fucking exotics. It's more exotics than we're gonna get fucking credits, honestly. And we've been prepping for the desert run, which is gonna be much cheaper.
Wow. That's a funny conundrum.
Hmm.
Well, I only had 3 empty slots in my spaceship pod thing, so I could only put up 60 in there.
Oh, so I need to put the rest of the exotics in my ship.
Well, yeah.
I
Either
mean,
you need to put in your ship, or we need to be carrying them.
yeah.
And
I can put them into my ship. That's not a big problem. Oh, there
I
I am.
don't think that's gonna happen, just because I have no reason to offload them at the moment.
Fair enough.
So for some odd reason, fruits and vegetables give you stamina, while bread.
Carbohydrates are misunderstood.
Well, actually, so health or meat gives you additional health. Fruits and vegetables give you additional stamina, and flatbread gives you increased stamina regeneration. I have to admit, just a complete rando.
Hmm.
I don't even know if I want to try to collect all the I mean, I kind of want to now, I guess. In Final Fantasy 6,
Yeah.
just because, like, you know, giving Sabin, uh, Bum Rush or Phantom, whatever they call them now. But I guess by this point, if I can cast Firaga or what have you against Kefka, because I'm just trying to think of some of the hard battles, like Kefka when you're trying to defend Tritach, even though
Yeah.
they might have changed that during the game. I don't even know if it's Tritach anymore. I think one of the things I saw called it Titan or something like that, so I have no idea. That might have been changed.
Well, Titan is a different Esper than Tritouch, I think. Because if they replaced Tritouch with Titan, that would be very disappointing because Tritouch was one of the best Espers for teaching the
Yeah, it
level
changed all
3.
the 3. Yeah.
Alright, so
We're in a little bit of trouble.
I mean I can
Especially
set up
since
the scanner. Where are you at?
I'm heading towards you. Problem is the cave that's there or that's close to you doesn't give you protection from exposure. So we're gonna be taking a lot of heat.
We don't have anything nearby.
So yeah, unless you want to actually make some rudimentary protection, where we start and then we just have to deal with the fact that we're gonna be taking damage and what have you.
Well, the storm isn't going to last that long. We can wait till the storm is done before we actually start doing anything. I'll just go ahead and take a piss real quick.
I would start now, but okay. So, random funny note, personal issue. Um, So a game I love, well, thoroughly got into. Wow, right in the middle. Fucking hell. I thoroughly enjoyed was Far or Fallout 3, and me being the slow person that I am, it took me watching somebody playing Fallout 3 for a while to understand the compass that's in the top of this game. So east, south, and the points are there, but you actually have to be looking at the waypoints. I pretty much had to have that explained to me. So I had issues uh with Fallout 3, but at the same time, it's now kind of one of my favorite games.
Station activated.
A random me thing.
Fuck that wolf.
That's a deer.
I feel like one of us is about to be mobbed.
You're gonna have your work cut out for you around here. Heads up. You lost power. You'll need to turn it on again.
I'll take care of it.
Good. We're reading the station. It's active.
So you got mobbed. I kind of want to shoot just so.
And the data's uploaded.
Just a couple of wolves.
Well, put a bow on it.
Oh, I saw back on. That's why.
Yeah, let's go home. We're done here.
I didn't fire my goddamn gun once. Haha, they put it in.
I fired!
Oh, you got or at least you got uses out of it, but it's nice to know I was kind of right in the idea that it's like guns.
Alright, I got mauled by 2 bears at
And you
the...
could have done just as well. Maybe not just as well. You would have had to shoot like 3-4 times more per bear if you were using a recurve bow with flint arrows.
Yes, Ray, we fully mined the exotic vein in this mission.
Yeah.
So, we got the scans done.
Got the vein done. Little disappointed though, because we only got like 100 and what was it, 160.
Yeah, it wasn't as many exotics as we thought we'd get, but we did get the vein, and we got the scan points. We didn't find any extra. Like 160, I think. Well, we got 140 from the vein.
No.
Yeah, we got 160 from the vein. We got all of it from the vein.
Yeah, every exotic we got is from the vein. You pulled out 24. I pulled out 116 or something like that. So.
Alright. So
Yeah.
like 150 exotics, 140 exotics. Depending on how off our math is.
Yeah. We math good. And remember, XioniX is a programmer, so math is technically his language, and even he doesn't math well.
Math is hard, okay? It's really hard.
And I feel this is part of the reason why I feel very uncomfortable when it comes to, website, doing banking online. I just feel like, oh, but there's RSA. Uh-huh. I feel uncomfortable. So I don't know if you're, continuing with animal slaughter or not, but
Well, I made it back to the house. Now I'm just inclined to GTFO.
yep.
All you have to do is make a fabricator and 15 electronic extra, and you get free exotic on every map now. Oh yeah, no, it's building the drill and getting the exotics. We totally did that, and we're probably going to continue doing that indefinitely. With the exception of some of the shorter missions, which are like, yeah, and we do know about the good caves too. That is absolutely true. Um, we're doing the week-long missions, taking the time to build the fabricator and the drill, and going out and mining that shit at, like, that's totally worth it. That is absolutely worth it. But when you're talking about like the 3-day missions, maybe the 1-day missions, or like the 6-hour missions, we're probably not going to worry about that. But we're probably only going to do those missions once we have like full kit coming down with, like, full armor and shit like that.
Well, full
Um,
could is a bit of a misnomer, but yeah. We're gonna
yeah,
go down with the best armor, well, the fabricated armor, and then we're gonna be assumably going down with things like a better pickaxe and stuff like that. But because we're gonna be, I'm already up there, launching up to
yeah,
the sky.
I'm getting out of here too. I just shot at you because reasons.
140 exotics in total.
So
Shop.
when you're playing co-op like this, the exotics get shared. So I brought 26 exotics home. Buddah
Yeah.
brought a
Oh, if
hundred
you had
and
26, oh yeah, the total was 140. So 140
yeah,
minus 26, so 116, I believe, which is
yeah. So you don't have to worry about who's bringing the exotics home. Um,
we've actually tested that a couple of different ways now.
yeah. So um, but it was 140 total. I'm at 170, so we both got the same amount of exotics. Um, my oh, wait, new mail, that's right. There it is. There's the 140 exotics.
Oh no, exotic is doing quite well. It's just we need more credits.
Eh? Um, it's not giving me my credits though.
Well, credits is when you were done initially. The
No,
exotic says,
it keeps giving me the same oh, there it is. Okay. There's my 200 credits. For some reason, whatever. Okay. You gonna give me another 200 credits? Oh, okay. Way to go, game. Well,
just made
in
myself
any
a new
case,
environment suit.
that gives us the environment suit we were looking for. And now, everything going forward, the armor just requires credits. So we will be good to go. We honestly we have more exotics than credits, which is kind of a stupid problem to have, but it's a good problem to have, honestly. But anyways, since we just finished up the mission and it's getting a little late to start another one, we're probably gonna call it here. I went ahead and got my heat resistant suit, so we're good to go. So I'm good to go for the next desert mission that we've been putting off.
Yeah. So I'll finally be doing the dry run expedition, which
Yeah.
kind of was meant to be done earlier, but
Yeah, it seems like it was meant to be done earlier. Wet work, huh? All right. So we have wet work, extermination,
bottom
wet
right.
work.
So the one that we just did, the incursion scan, go southeast of that, and it's wet work extermination.
Well, there's wet work, hardcore extermination too.
Well, I don't think he's talking about hardcore, but I could be wrong about that.
And then we have hardcore, big shot, stockpile, wet work extermination.
Well, because he did big shot stockpile to level up his new character.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
I
That's
think
right.
that's more what he's aiming for. Is we do that, then we do that. I mean, I don't know about payouts and whatnot.
Well, I mean, wet work extermination is 250. It's
And
3 skulls, so we're gonna want the gun at least.
And we don't know about big shot stockpile, which is cheaper.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we can't look at that one yet. But we got some options available to us. Oh, big shot stockpile pays 600 Ren. Yeah, okay. I could see that.
Okay, so I guess we'll do wet work then. Big
Wet
shot.
work extermination. We just need to be able to. We need to build up.
And I don't. Like he was saying though, is he's using that for his leveling up new characters.
Well, I could see doing wet work extermination next week. That. I mean, who gives a fuck about the desert? Honestly, like for 600 Ren at two skulls, that's that sounds fucking tasty. At least give us our armor real goddamn fast.
Well, and that's what I'm thinking. 600 apiece. One run will give us 2 pieces of armor. Another one will give us another
2 pieces of armor. Yeah.
And then a third run would give us the last piece of armor, and then
yeah.
And then
no, I could see farming that. Yeah. Thanks for the advice, Rick. Well, we'll probably do. Yeah. I guess wet work extermination is the next on our list. We're wrapping up for the night though. We've been going for a minute, and it's we'll be back tomorrow though. But we're gonna be playing some Monster Hunter tomorrow. But
hopefully
we're gonna be
fix whatever bullshit's going on his end.
Yeah. Sandy Bridge extended survey pays 500 for a 2-hour mission. Sandy Bridge extended survey. I am not seeing Sandy Bridge.
Ah, there it is. I see it. The dry run expedition.
Oh, we have to do dry run and then death ray scan.
It's the upper left node.
Okay. That's also a 2 skull node, but we have to do dry run expedition and then death ray scan to unlock it. It's desert, it's 2 hours IRL. Okay. So would you recommend doing sandy bridges, or do you think we'd be better building up towards big
Well,
shot
Big Shot's
stockpile?
all about just killing monsters or killing animals, as far as it sounds. Because he was saying it's like, what was it, like 20 wolves,
Oh yeah.
15 wolves, or no, it was like 25 wolves something, and then like 15 bears. I forget what the middle one was. Maybe it was
Right.
boars. So it's literally just slaughter. In which case, Big Shot's probably, for how we do things, gonna be quicker.
Yeah. And sandy bridges probably wouldn't be too awful bad either. But we still got an intermediary mission we need to. Well, I guess we have to do. We have two missions to get to sandy bridges. 25 deer, bears, and 10 buffalo. Okay.
Yeah, so that's gonna be ridiculously easy, especially for us. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, longbow plus flint arrows, then just oh well, and ghillie suits. So yeah, no, that could be a fairly quick massacre.
Yeah, it really could be. Um, all right. Anyways, we're gonna be wrapping it up for the night. Thanks for coming back at the end of this, Ray. Your knowledge is fucking impressive, and I appreciate the hell out of it, dude.
Hmm.
You've made our life much simpler. You really have. Not even lying.
Well, efficient, more efficient.
And more efficient. Yeah, it's been. I've been happy to. Your advice has been really, really good, dude. But we are going to be calling it for the night. So,
Oh, I actually have a question for you, Ray, if you're still there.
mm,
What's been the big draw about what is it called again? Ark, Lost Ark? Like,
it's the Lost Ark
just
MMO. Yeah.
yeah. Is it because it's an MMO, or is there some in particular that's just like, this is a badass game? That's been the question that I've been curious about. I mean, I just looked it up today, and apparently it's overwhelmingly reviewed on Steam. So yeah, just curious.
Uh, so
It's a great game.
you
And
played it
that's
on
fine enough.
I'm assuming beta or open
Beta.
access. Um, I mean that's. I mean, it makes sense since it hasn't been released yet that you were playing it on beta. Okay. And that is not 100% true of a lot of different game makers, honestly.
Which is well, it's one of those depressing facts of the modern day gaming industry.
It is. The a lot of modern games they go into. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, a lot of modern games they aren't up to the quality that you would expect them to be. Honestly. Um, it is what it is, though. Like, but no, I'll have to check it out tomorrow. I should have time tomorrow to check it out, and I fully intend to.
So that's his outro for good night. Thanks for watching and all that jazz. And
Um,
thanks for the info.
do
Ray
we
and
have
Brain.
what we need to do a raid? We can do a raid.
Yeah, we have 3 people technically.
Free to play. Nice. All right, let me.
Well, the problem with free to play is the whole aspect that it seems more to be, pay to win. And I always have issues with that where it's like, well, you paid $10 a month and all of a sudden you get triple the XP an extra 10 slots of inventory space or bank space or what have you. Blah blah blah. All that jazz. Just it always leaves a little bit of a bitter taste in my mouth. But
Yeah.
I mean, if it's free to play, that's how it stays. Yeah.
Well, I've been a longtime fan of this guy, Amazing M. Faros. He's up and running right now. So if y'all will stick with me for a sec, I wanna show him some love. He's playing Pokemon Crystal. I don't give a shit about that game, honestly, but I've been a fan of Amazing M. Faros for a long time. So if you guys will stick with me, I'd appreciate it. No, you can't get everything in the game. Alright, let's go ahead and do this raid real quick. Wait, did that not go through? Oh, there's apparently a countdown. My bad.
I was gonna say I don't know what you're talking about.
Thanks for the raid, Zion. We have a lot going on here.
So, random question.
Hmm.
When we
I
raid
think I
somebody,
need to
does
find
that mean
more
we're now
Kanto
in a sense, private chat?
Well, no, well, me and you are still talking, but what's showing on my channel is actually Amazing Ampharos' channel.
Either
No, I
or
get that.
vanilla
I'm just
secret
no one
missions.
else is gonna hear what we're saying except for me and you.
I'd rather
No.
fight more Kanto gems.
So, I'm sorry. I'm still kind of geeking out about it. So, in the last Attack on Titan episode, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but something gets presented in this episode that literally fucks with everything we've experienced thus far.
Yeah.
And like that's where it's like, man, you might be right about the whole tramming thing, because that's some bullshit. Like
Now that we have
the
usable
episode's
Titan gems,
finished,
though, we do have access
and
to
I
more
literally
Kanto
cannot
gems.
say anything about the episode, because
So
anything I could say
bad.
would be 1,000% spoiler.
Yeah.
And I'm just sort of sitting there going,
In addition to making me have a pretty poor main, the seed is kind of giving me the runaround.
I can't say anything. I can't say anything. Like the best way I